atrocious. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could be a bit of a, I ain't going to swear, look, everyone knows I could be a bit of an horrible person, let's use them words, when people annoy me. I would never come after people's children, never threaten to get social service involved, or the American version, is it CPS in America? Stuff like that. I would never threaten that. These people have threatened this multiple times just because somebody won't call them their preferred pronouns and they don't agree with their ideology. Like, I literally, everyone knows what I'm about the transgender. I do these debates multiple times and I will never, ever bow to them. I've gone up against some of the biggest creators when it comes to transgender topics, if you will. And they've threatened me multiple times. And all I said is, if you want to threaten my children because there are bigger consequences in the world than being on TikTok and being a keyboard warrior. I hate keyboard warriors. Like, these people need to learn that threatening parents with their children just because they don't align with their politics or their ideology is completely nutter disgusting, and they need more than be cancelled. What's cancer going to do? They just come back in a month or two on a different account or a different platform. It does nothing to them. It doesn't affect them in the slightest. But if you do more than that and start affecting their real life, then it'll start making change.
Exactly, and these people have really, really big platforms, and they've got like the world at the tips of their fingers. They could do so much good, and yeah, I just couldn't live like that. I really couldn't.
But what shocks me as well is people gifting them. Like, why would you give someone like that? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
As Papa says,
it doesn't matter. Cancel them off of TikTok. They'll be back in a month or two. Or they'll be somewhere else.
Well,
can I ask a question though, Devon? Why, what's this live about? What's the Evil Queen done now? Just curious, like, because obviously I've been on TikTok all day, so.
Oh, Papa, for some context, go on her main profile and have a look. I mean, it might have been taken down now. I haven't checked, but she put a really, it's awful, like an AI video out about delusive Angie, just mocking her, because obviously Angie has problems. She has demons. And have you seen it, Speakers?
Yeah, because I don't really understand these people, what's going on.
It's horrible.
Ali told me to watch it.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I still don't fully understand what's going on, but I just watched it back and it is kind of tough.
Can somebody just give me the main account?
Chloe said it's still on her account.
It's her first video, it's the AI one, Evil Queen.
So Token, what's the account it's on, Token? Because I'll just search Evil Queen's name and too many people come up. What's the actual account name it's on?
Well, it'll have our picture on it.
That's the first thing that came up.
There's multiple accounts on there. I already checked that, and there's like literally multiple people with the name Evil Queen or the Evil Queen. It comes up different ways.
If you type that in, the first video slides that it shows you, I'm pretty sure it's the first. It's like a red hair woman.
Click on videos at the top, Papa.
It's like mine's come up on top. It's like a red hair woman and it's like an AI video.
So you just type in Evil Queen, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a look in a sec. Because this is the thing, yeah, like, the only thing I ever really watched about Evil Queen, if I'm being brutally honest, I've seen some bad things this person said, but the one thing I used to watch is when they used to go against Elphaba, because Elphaba is a disgusting human, I'm sorry to say, but he is. Now, I watched them and I agreed what he was saying against Elphaba, but some of the other things I've seen, I'm like, hold on, so you say that about Elphaba, that you're basically doing the exact same thing when it comes to certain people, like attacking the children, threatening to get CPS involved and stuff like that. So this is what I don't understand. You're playing one side and then you're playing the other side. I'm sorry, but no. It's just disgusting. How can you have one energy for one person who's doing it and then you do it yourself?
Why are all these people known? Like, what do they do?
What is it?
Tap the screen and share the live, please.
I'm saying, why are these people known? What do they do?
They're all just UK TikTok creators, but they're all like
FYP. I mean, the best person to talk to about this would be our Alicia, because she's she does all the FYP stuff, doesn't she? And she knows them all. She's had run-ins with them all. So
I'm going to drop for 2 seconds. Yeah, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to go and check this video out.
All right.
Back in a sec if there's a space.
I'm not too on TikTok like that to know the ins and outs, but is there any chance this could be done to like boost views and stuff?
Well, that's exactly what it is, because in a world like this, in this little internet world, any attention is good, even if it's negative, because it's engagement, it's clicks.
Well, there you go.
It's money.
Just think about it. CB's just mentioned the video. How many people went and clicked on it?
Well, I didn't even hear it.
In the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people that are watching are also reporting it, so she'll get taken down for it, you know what I mean? And if she does, then
not necessarily. That's if they find any liabilities. Who's
Right,
to say they
everyone
will?
follow-
We've all seen videos that are dubious, reported them, and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
And also, I'm confused because some of the comments on the actual video are saying that, oh, it invokes emotion and blah, blah. So I don't understand what the hell I don't understand what the hell's going on, I'll be honest.
A lot of these high-profile TikTokers work together, though. Like, they plan these things.
That's what I was thinking. Like, is there a
I said
chance
that
this
just
is
now, yeah.
weird,
Definitely wasn't.
like, view boosting thing? I don't know.
One of my mates went out to Sam Walker, and when he come back, he was like, a lot of things are, like, staged. And
That's what I was thinking, but I don't want to obviously question that too much if it's that a deep thing. But I don't understand it, but that's what I was kind of thinking, but I don't know.
Yeah, can we have a back and forth relationship? But I mean, that there's going far and then there's going there. That was well below the belt. Like,
I don't know the background, and I don't follow any of them, the big
That's what
TikTokers, really, but...
Yeah, I'm the same as well.
I think this is why we need a listener in here to give us a bit more context, because I've been watching all of this probably for about 18 months on and off. I know the law, but I don't know it quite like Alicia does.
Yeah. A woman
No,
I know...
I don't know where the beef started or nothing like that.
What,
Yeah, a woman I know.
What, 18 months?
Yeah, a woman I know, she had a bit of a run-in with the Evil Queen, and she had all kinds of people messaging her and tagging her and videos made about her, and it was a bit tight, to be honest, because she's an older lady, this woman, as well. She just does like she just does sewing for people at cancer patients, and she just makes some teddies and stuff, and he proper attacked her, like full on attacked her. It was mad.
What's her name? I think I follow her. She's a scouser, isn't she?
Made by Marie.
Oh yeah, I do. I follow her. She's really sweet.
Yeah, she lives round the corner from me, and then I saw Mr. Allotment. He does like he grows food for homeless people and people in need and stuff like that. So they're good. But he had a bit of a run-in with a lot of Sam Walker's like TPR group.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of problematic scousers on this app, ain't there?
Yeah, the hard work. Everyone just takes it too serious. I think like chill out, innit? Everyone's there to like have a good time, innit? Just like a little bit of downtime now and again.
Yeah, because I know that Elsa Frost had a bit of a ding dong with Evil Queen as well, didn't she?
Oh, she's mental there though, isn't she?
I know.
I remember
batty.
years ago you used to be able to pay, you know, to do like videos with your name in and all that, and she'd do like mad, like hardcore, like rave videos with like happy birthday and all that. But character, isn't she? Like,
she's definitely one of a kind, that one, that's for sure.
Yeah, but she looks like she's
good.
Chloe,
now. She's a wool, ain't she? Look, Chloe's put Elsa's not a scouser. Oh no,
yeah,
she's a wool.
I'm a wool as well. I'm from Runcorn, so that's what they call me. Yeah, a wool.
Oh.
But yeah, but she looks like she's doing good. That Elsa Frost now. I think she's she's in rehab, isn't she?
Yeah, she's sober and clean. Speaker, she's like this nutty. Obviously, we'd call her a scouser, but other like actual scousers would call her a wool. But like, she's like nuts. I don't know how to explain her.
The one with the glasses.
Like, you'll know who she is because there was a viral video going round and it was like everywhere, wasn't it?
Is that the one with the glasses and the blonde hair at the time?
Yeah, it could have been. It was about cleaning on a Saturday, wasn't it?
With the neighbours had kept her up partying all night. So she woke up on the Saturday morning, she put all her speakers on full blast, hanging on the walls and that. She went home up to that.
Her name's Drone Girl, is it?
Yeah, Drone Girl, that's Sarah.
You know, I've honestly never heard of any of these people.
That went viral, didn't it? That Tina Turner, what she was doing.
Yeah, it was good. But...
Yeah, she's gone viral a few times, to be fair, but I think the last 12 months she's like really sorted herself out. She's dried herself out. She's got clean.
Yeah, she's sober, isn't she? And
yeah.
A lot of nature walks and stuff.
It's good to see, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it is. And I think, you know, with the right mindset, obviously, Evil Queen could do good things for herself.
TikTok's algorithm for making people like blow it is
didn't Evil Queen get her sent to prison?
No, I agree. Yeah,
like my little brother. They just post like they get on the session and all that. So like, yeah, like my little brother, he's a bit younger than me, but they're like proper blowing up on it. They're getting like, there's people are seeing him in the street and be like, no way, it's T Savage and L Fella, like, so it's mad. Like they're proper getting seen. Whether it's just in this local area, I'm not sure, but they're getting like 1 million views and that off like just mad videos.
Do you know who I like? There's this, again, it's a Scouser, because I think the Scousers are the most iconic on this app, honestly, but he's like a little lad, he's about 10, and his mum will order him takeaways, and he goes in his room and he films them, and he's so comical. It's like he's a 40-year-old man living in a 10-year-old's body. It's hilarious.
What does he do, like food reviews?
Yeah, like smash burgers and that. I can't think of his name. He's blown up on here a few times. He's gone viral a few times.
I watched a young lad DJing on here with his parents.
Any good, Devin? Is he any good?
Again?
Any good, mate?
He sounds alright.
Yeah. Good, innit? Like my sister, she's got one with her little girl, and they do like positive affirmations, and they go out doing healthy things. And
The platform's great if you're doing it for the right things.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, we know a lot about things going on in the world simply because of TikTok. We speak to people that we'd never normally speak to simply because of TikTok. So it is good.
yeah, I think it's really good. I've learnt loads of things. I've learnt quite
It's
loads.
good and bad.
Yeah, like in this chat, I've learnt loads off all different people. It's great, mostly off Devi.
What do you think of watching the video?
Me?
What, sorry?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you for following.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the comments then. Like, I think it's like horrible for women to have to watch, but like if anyone's watched Ange and like Chelsea, like they've got like a certain relationship, and like that's what Chelsea does. And she she plans it with them. She used to do it with CLA. I mean, like in a few weeks or months, you'll find out that this beef wasn't real.
It just gets people clicking and all that, doesn't it, and watching.
Do you not think she's gone a wee bit too far though?
Well, I think it's disgusting for women to like watch, to be really, but I
If
don't
it's
think it's that
planned-
deep. I know it sounds a bit cold, but I don't think it's that deep. I just think it's disgusting.
The thing is, if it's planned, would you still class that as like too far? You get what I mean? If Ange is like on board with it,
It's still unnecessary, like.
100%.
Well,
I would even,
yeah.
I would be even more vexed if I found later on it was planned.
I just don't really take TikTok that serious, though. Myself, I've been cancelled about 10 times, and it doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, I feel you got to take things with a pinch of salt on there, man. You can't trust
No,
them.
especially if you watch EQ, like that's just what their platform's about.
I will say, Chloe, though, your new username has made me laugh because you are the token to like, yeah.
This is years old. Like when I first come on, all the other like trained to the knees used to call me a token because like, I agree with the normal people. So I just
Are you
took it
coming
on.
up, Alicia?
If she wants to, I'll drop down. If you need to come up, I'll drop down. That's not a problem.
Alright.
Gonna come out.
Oh, Jesus God.
Let's bring it back later.
Wait a minute.
Hiya.
Is this what you was talking about earlier? Your thing was booming earlier.
Yeah. So obviously, you all know like what she's posted and whatnot.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
So I've just had enough of her. I've absolutely had enough of her. She needs to
Thank you for following.
go. Thanks, Jess. I went live about her earlier. I just said to everyone to share the link to TikTok, the email address, and just get her off. Like, this lady's insane.
If anybody's got any spare coins for our brother Malik, please do gift him. He's in Syria. He's 100% legitimate. He's one of us, and we absolutely adore him. So
We love Malik round these ways.
we really do. Oh, Dame's here. Hi, Dame.
Thank you for following.
Where are you?
Oh my God, I'm way too close to leveling up. It's terrible.
Thank you for following.
All these lot or not.
Huh?
Thank you for following.
Nah, the people that are beefing.
Thank you for following.
Pick up the followers.
Sorry, everyone's following.
All of the new followers today.
Do you know these people that are doing the videos about each other?
Thank you for following.
Do I know them? Yeah.
What, is there any chance they're faking it?
Thank you for following.
Nah, so this is Drama Talk, and on Drama Talk, like it's...
Thank you for following.
Oh my God, that's so annoying.
Are you raking in the followers? Though?
On Drama Talk, it's like...
Thank you for following.
Going on it.
Step, turn it off.
Thank you for following.
Let's just let the let's stop first.
Thank you for following.
Is anyone actually? It's not.
Yeah,
Is it
it says at the
Thank
bottom.
you for following.
Oh,
So yeah, on Drama Talk,
Thank you for following.
for God's sake, it's all very like doxing each other and going for each other and going for each other's kids and whatnot. Not so much on all sides, but this is like EQ's trying to get a reaction and make people speak about
Thank
her
you for following.
and crash out and do whatever. Like, she's going to make more videos. She said yesterday she's going to make videos of women being pinned down, like other creators being pinned down, and their grandchildren
Thank
being
you for following.
abused.
Someone said she's going to do it. She said she's going to do it to Miss Reyes.
Yeah, she'll
Thank
do it
you
to
for
Miss
following.
Red. She'll probably do it to Talia.
What's
but
that?
how do you
Can I interrupt quickly? Can I get everybody in the chat? We've got 180 in the room. Everybody in the chat, please double tap the screen. Build the likes up.
Well, so this ain't about her. And
Post and share.
this is just her trying to get engagement, basically.
She's trying to get to people, get engagement. She made the video over a minute so she would get paid for it. She knew that people would speak about it, so then more viewers would go and view it and people would comment on it and
Exactly.
do what they're doing. So she knows she's making money from it. She knew that her gifter
Thank
would
you for
gift her
following.
heavily. But she's getting all this money. What's she spending it on?
Thank you for following.
She just sits on her own in her house on TikTok all day. So what are you spending it on? You just sat there with your money for
Thank
what?
you for
With
following.
this hatred in your heart.
What's she supposed to be spending?
Surely, you see.
Thank you for following.
She can spend it on what she wants, but I'm just pointing out she's got a sad life.
Is it not better for people
Thank
to
you
not
for following.
If that's what she's trying to do, is it not better?
You lot, chill out with the follows. It's too much.
Can't you mute
You
that?
get me? Yeah, I will.
Yeah, if she's doing this to get engagement, is it not better for everyone to not talk about it?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what is being said. But people.
Thank you for following.
It's that deep. I think is it all overreacting. Like it's just between her and Lands. It's probably a big joke.
Chelsea's just
Like I
reposted.
get it to upset
Yeah.
women, but like that's obviously not an intention to upset other women. Like I don't think it's that deep.
But how can it not be an intention to upset other women when other women go through
She
child
hasn't thought about it, has she? She just hasn't thought about it. She put it up between her and Lands. That's what she
Of course
does.
she's thought. She's
PLA.
very intelligent.
She's
She
on the
knows
alphabet.
what she's doing.
That's what she does.
She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows the impact it will have on other people because she's spoken on when somebody said that they had lost a child before.
We need to
and-
cancel her right now.
We're all just feeding into
What?
it.
She's here.
What to
She's
say?
here.
I don't think it's that deep, girl. Like,
You
No,
want to
no, we need to cancel her right now.
Thank you for following.
The whole of Drama
I think
Talk,
it's
we need to
deep,
cancel
but
her
for
right
reasons.
now, right now.
If I say something, it's mad.
For a woman who's gone through it, it is horrible.
yeah, I get that, but
Wait, are you the trans person from the other day that was in here?
No, see, I didn't
yeah,
say that.
I'm a transsexual too. Yeah,
I didn't say that termination
that's
is
not why I'm
baby
just
loss, but
defending
it's-
at all.
No, I'm not saying you're defending because you're trans, but I'm saying, do you not think maybe there's a part of you that probably don't understand why women are annoyed?
Yeah, no, I get why women would be angry, but I just know that that obviously wasn't her intention.
Steps, is there any private
Thank you
accounts?
for following.
Right.
Like for a
I'm just
woman to
saying
have
as
to
well.
watch, yeah.
I'm not even
Get
taking a
that.
dig. I'm not even taking a dig either. I'm just saying that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure if she thinks about it, she'll probably agree that it's not good for women to have to watch.
You know, my issue here is, right, I'm not someone who's a snowflake. I'm not affected by things. I'm not shaking and crying over things that are said and done on the internet. But my issue here is she was screaming for everybody to stand with her, like women standing for women when it comes to something that she
All
had
these
been through.
people have been calling her P3. I've been
Thank you
seeing
for
clips
following.
and, like,
Not
videos,
everybody.
What the hell's people?
Not everybody,
And
but
all
my
that,
issue
yeah.
here is
And you know, and they
he
went
was
to Canada.
screaming she was screaming for people to stand by her
Thank
and
you for
women
following.
standing
She was
for
getting called a
women.
P3 by them all.
And then she's here and she's completely
Thank you for following.
Yeah, but she was getting called a PDF by them
What's
all, wasn't
P3?
she? I think that's a lot more serious.
What's
I
P3?
think she could get like hurt over that. Someone could actually go and look for her and hurt her for that. But we'll look past that just because she's a fan.
Is she a PDF?
I think it's all over the
No, she's
accent.
she's not a PDF.
Oh, she's not. This is what I'm saying about that side of TikTok, bro. That
So why is it okay for people to come at her and then like she can't defend herself?
What do you think?
Yeah, like you don't have a rule book.
Wait,
Who
hold on.
doesn't have to follow it?
Wait, who called her a PDF? Who called her that?
People have said
Angie and all
that she's
Angie's
a groomer.
crew and like all the people who were involved and all that fucking
Yeah,
debate
I
talk.
can't
Yeah,
lie,
what
man.
they-
I can't lie. When you start talking about,
Press them back. You know you can't swear
I
that
think
one.
it's all just back and forth nonsense. But I can't lie. When you start talking about that stuff,
Let's just talk about both.
Have you seen the AI she's done? Have you seen the AI that Evil Queen's done about the Brett situation, where he's put money in this little girl's hand, and Brett's sitting next to her? Like,
Did you
this
say Brett?
girl's done that. No, not Brett Boy. Sorry, let me just Brett Boy. This
Oh,
TikTok
fair enough.
influencer called Brett Boy. Yeah, he was basically accepting gifts from a 10-year-old. He knew it was a 10-year-old, and this right on the screen here actually made an AI thing, whereas a little girl sat next to him on a couch, money in her hands. Yeah,
Why was I dropped?
mate, it's vile. Have you seen it? Has anybody else seen this?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
but wait, what
Isn't
you
it
saying
bad
is
though,
about?
Alicia?
What you
Man,
saying
it's
is about the video?
vile.
What you saying is about the video or the fact the guy did it?
Mate, it's just things like that. Man, everything about it. The guy should have blocked from that situation. Should have blocked as soon as he knew it was a kid.
Yeah.
But to this evil queen to mock the situation, putting AI kids in a video, like it's a bit, sick.
Okay, but is the guy not doing it more dodgy than her making the video?
Yeah, we've been
Yeah,
saying this. Like
100%,
the guy not blocking the gifter that said that they were 10. I don't know if they were. I don't know if it was a setup. But regardless, the guy didn't block the account that said that they were 10 years old, gifting him hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
Brett's a wrong un for that. Like, that's completely in the wrong. But
Yeah.
why are you making AIs of a child with a load of, like, it's weird. I don't know.
Mate, I seen that video. I felt ill.
The thing is, if you lot know
She's getting called and why is ignoring?
Are we just going to bypass everything that she's ever said because she has said
Well,
things to people before she was called a groomer and a PDF? She said things.
I don't think there's anything worse you can say about someone.
Let's see there a second.
She's been saying that before it was said to her.
Yeah, I'm
before
here.
the stuff come out about this young
That's why I send
gaming
you a
and
little
whatnot.
something.
She's been saying that.
if you know she's doing it for engagement, is this not like working back?
But her whole thing is rage baiting. That's her thing, and that's fine, cool, whatever. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But when you get it back, don't start crying about it.
Also, she's been crying about stuff as well.
Big up Trey with a will.
Big up,
Thank you so
Trey.
much. MVP Trey. Everyone make sure you follow her.
But I don't think you saying that.
Entertain that side.
I don't think you sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, but it's only towards one woman." Women go through this every day. Women have to have
I've just acknowledged that. And
loads of different reasons.
for a woman to watch.
Lots of different reasons. Why do you keep talking over me? There's lots of
Because you-
different reasons that women
You're
have to.
misrepresenting what I said. Yeah, that's why.
What?
You didn't
Sorry.
hear that. I said
Let me
obviously.
just do
it's not
something.
about-
This person, I'm not going to sit and listen.
It's
to
not,
someone
it's
who
not
doesn't
baby
understand.
loss because
Hang
she
on a
had an
minute.
abortion. It's not baby loss. She chose to press the eject button, so it's not it's not
A
baby
galaxy
loss.
has
is
been
it?
sent. Someone's got to get dropped.
It's not baby
Two
loss.
galaxies have been
It's
dropped.
The, if she's terminated the pregnancy herself.
Evil
It's
Queen,
just-
you have been eliminated.
Absolutely fine, Chelsea.
If you want to come back, you need to send a
Mine
galaxy.
was for Chloe. Boot Chloe out. I sent one to boot Chloe out. I'm not listening to bullshit people that don't understand about baby loss and all of this. I'm not listening to that. Saying, oh, it's
You need to
one
send
person.
two galaxies if you want to come
No
back now. Two galaxies if you want to come back.
Hold on. Is Evil Queen trans or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously.
and yeah.
Can you not tell?
But that's
Trey, I don't know
what I
who
was
these
just
people
trying
are.
to say to
Evil
when she
Queen,
said-
otherwise known as Andrew Harmon.
Yeah, let's not
was
do
his
that,
original
Devin.
name,
Let's not
who
do
is
that.
also been done for benefit frauds, teeth whitening scams, and has screwed over various people when they were in, when she was in or he was in need.
Devin,
Yes, I would.
please don't do that. Come on now, because that makes us as bad as her. Let's not.
Nah,
She's
no
a
one's as
woman.
bad
She's
as
had
anyone.
full
It's
surgery.
just a background check,
All like
isn't it?
Chelsea. Like, come on,
Guys,
Yeah, but I can't lie. There's a pattern. I'm seeing a pattern, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. No, I'm not even.
Get it, I understand
I'm not even
people are angry
I'm not
and
digging at
whatnot.
anyone. I'm not digging at anyone, but I'm seeing a pattern of certain mindsets. Bro, I'll be honest.
all right, can
People are
someone
angry,
quickly
but-
fill me in on who this guy is?
I've known him since about 2016-17. Tried to burst into the hunting community and destroyed a young man's life.
Oh, flipping heck. Tell us about that, please, Devin. I've never heard that
The guy
story
was at
before.
the guy was at university.
Can I just say something here, because she's saying that yeah, okay, you're a trans woman, that's fine, congratulations, nobody cares.
You're a
Listen,
man. Hang on,
I just
let
want
me
to say
check the account.
something here. So she's saying that a termination is not child loss. No, it's not child loss. However, people have terminations for different reasons, because they're in a DV relationship, because the baby has something wrong with it. Because
It doesn't mean it doesn't affect you, does it?
there's so many different reasons that people have to terminate pregnancies. And what you're doing is putting out there, just completely mocking it, something that you will never understand. Never in your life would you understand, as well as child loss. Because when people see that, when you're putting fetuses onto beds and babies in toilets,
what?
It's going to
Hang
make
on a
me.
minute,
Hang on a minute.
He's
It's gonna
just
make-
said this,
Can I
Angie,
please
not all
finish?
women.
Can I-
Doesn't matter.
Can I please just finish? Anyone who's supporting that, who is a woman who has had pregnancies, children, terminations, whatever it may be, you're all sick as well. Things don't bother me on here, but stuff like that, when you're putting someone's real trauma into real life, what's wrong with you? What has happened in your life for you to act this way?
Guys, why are we cancelling this person? Can someone give me a quick fill-in?
She made a video of the race of Angie going through DV. She did have an AB, but if you listen to her story, she already has said that it was. She kind of regretted it. She was completely alone, and if someone had spoke to her before she went and done it, she could have possibly changed her mind.
So what's wrong? Why she made a video about it? What's wrong with that?
You need to watch.
Honestly, I was just as baffed as you. That
And do you know the thing is, she wants this. She gets off on it. This one's been galaxied out.
Oh,
See what I'm saying? I can see a pattern here. Yeah. You're not.
Oh, what? Chloe got a galaxy, yeah?
Yeah, I galaxied her out already.
Oh,
Alright,
sorry,
cool,
Lucy.
cool.
I'm not listening to
God.
someone.
Alright, a
I'm
galaxy has
listening-
been dropped. Who's that for?
God!
2 galaxies have been dropped.
I think I know what's going to happen here.
Very good, Mother. Shut your mouth about fill yourself
Big
in
up,
before you
Stefano.
come in. Shut up.
Are they coming back?
We're all gone.
What's going on?
Who's going?
Who's that for?
Are they going or coming back?
No, she said to bring Chloe back, but I've.
See what I'm saying about
I'm not
the
listening to someone.
Bring
who's
them
never
back.
gonna
Alright,
understand
Chloe and
baby loss.
EQ, you can request the panel.
Are you not seeing a pattern of people that won't understand real women's
Yeah, I
position,
am. I'm fully
talking
seeing
very
the pattern
lightly
here, and
on
people
women's...
people saying, "Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing." You'd never understand ever in your life.
Okay, so it's AI and it's jam on a bed. The character has dropped jam on the bed.
It doesn't matter
so
if it's AI.
It's not baby loss. It's not a blood clot. It's jam.
It's bloody
jam. The child.
But what was
You
the
put a
video?
baby in a
It's not a real
toilet.
child.
You would
None of
never
these images are real.
understand it.
You know what you're
Never in
doing.
your life
And
would
it's a
you
social
What was that
experiment,
video
and I can't wait to show what I
insinuating?
You're a fucking
inputted
social
into the
experiment.
AI
Eva Queen, one
and what you're
second.
being
What was that
outraged
video
over. You're being outraged
insinuating
over
now?
jam on the bed, my darling.
Yes,
so
but
can't
what was
wait
the
to
video
laugh at everybody
insinuating?
with my
Eva
new social
Queen,
experiment.
Answer the question.
You're a social
Goodbye.
experiment.
too. Literally, answer the question. What was
She
the
won't
video
answer questions. She'll
insinuating?
just say what she wants to say and leave. She's literally a social experiment.
I'm not
Well,
calling
so
it.
why should she give a shit if you don't want to say stuff like that to her?
It doesn't matter if
So
it's
she
jam,
can
it's
say
the
what
thing.
she wants, can
Yes,
she,
she
Chloe?
can. If you don't want to say shit like
Can
that to her,
she?
of
So
course
I
she
can say
fucking
what I
can.
want then, can't I?
It honestly
If I want
doesn't
to say
matter
you're never
about
going to
it being
understand
jam.
a woman's
I
baby
do
loss and
understand. I've
carrying
got
a child, you're
sisters
never going
and
to
mum
understand that,
who've
are
been
you?
through it.
So
I do
your opinion is
understand. I do
irrelevant, isn't
empathise
it,
with women.
Chloe?
There wasn't a moment
Your
I didn't
opinion's
say I
irrelevant.
empathise with women. And
No, you don't.
understand
How
it
can you
hurt women to
empathise
watch
with
it.
women? You've got no idea what it's like to go through baby
I've
loss
got
or
sisters and a mum.
termination. I don't
I've
care
got
if
no
you've got
idea
a
what it's like to
sister.
go through it,
You
but
don't
I've
have
seen it
these
and I've
feelings
witnessed it.
inside you. You've got no idea.
I don't
none
want
at
to.
all.
I don't
because
want
if you
to.
did, you would have you would
It's
understand
like this is
why
what you're
women
doing.
are so
You're just
upset.
an actual transphobe. You just want to say that.
Oh yeah,
I
but
don't
you're
claim.
transphobic.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm a
claim I'll
massive
ever understand
transphobic.
that
Don't
like that
run
way.
with that one. Don't
What?
side with
Okay,
when you're the one who
open
sits there
mouth.
saying we're not
Follow the
women.
host.
Why are you lot
Stupid
sticking
looking
up for
cunt.
trans people? Blah blah blah. You're the one who sits here and says that. So don't sit here and say to me I'm transphobic
Sit
when
and
I'm
say
out here
what?
calling for trans people's rights. What are you on
No
about?
one's- no one's
You're
actually
the one who
mentioned
sits here
trans
saying
people.
you're
Don't
not a
let me
woman.
speak.
And the
Idiot.
Jam video, it's not,
I'm
it
not
doesn't
only
matter
one.
if it was Jam or not, it's the whole
I didn't
insinuation of
once
the
say
video.
that I don't like.
You have sat
feel
here. I've heard
Insinuating
you on
lots.
panels before.
You never
sitting
heard
here.
nothing.
I've heard you sat on panels before saying we're not women. Why are women sticking up for trans people?
Who the fuck
You're going
said
to lose.
we're
You
women?
said
What are you
these
talking
are
about?
your
I'm not
words.
saying I'm a woman.
You
What are
said
you
women
talking
are
about?
going to lose their rights because they're sticking up for trans women. So don't sit here and tell me I'm a transphobic because I'm telling you a scientific fact that you are never going to know what it's like for women to go through it. So if people want to be outraged, they'll be fucking outraged. Who are you? Who are you? Some scouser? Sat here.
Close your mouth and let me
No, I'm
Can
not gonna
everybody
close my
hush
mouth.
for a
Who are
second?
you?
Can everybody in the chat please double tap the
Weirdo.
screen, like the live, and send a wow?
coming up ranting because you got something to talk about. The only fucking
I'm
thing
ranting
you can
because
mention
women
shit
go
on
through
is you're a
this.
boy.
They
You're
lose their
serious. You got
babies.
fuck all going on.
Yes,
It's
I
the
will
only
rant
thing you
about
relate
it.
to. Shut your
No swearing on the panel, Chloe. Request back.
I'm not the only one that's mentioned trans people. I'll just say that now. No one else has actually mentioned.
No, but let's just say it how it is. People are not going to understand.
Yeah, but women,
You call me a transphobic, I don't care.
Women,
No,
can
it's
we
mad.
please
Why won't
notice the
you let me
pattern?
speak?
Can we please notice the
Well,
pattern?
no, you speak. You tell us about how women feel, Chloe, right now. Tell us.
I
immediately
didn't
on
once
you.
claim I knew how women feel. I'll never know how women feel because I'm not a woman. I don't know where you're getting all this madness
These
from.
are the people you're
I said I can empathise with women because my mum and my sisters have been through that. So I do kind of get it. I don't understand it. I'll never feel it. But I do get the situation. And I said all along that, yeah, that obviously upsets women and it's difficult for them to watch. I never once said it wasn't. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You said it's not that deep.
Yeah, I can't.
I said it's not that deep like on TikTok. Like the way you're all reacting. Like
But it
in
is
real
when
life,
people
if you
when
heard
it's
that,
in
you'd probably
people's
just laugh.
faces.
How can you tell
It
people how
isn't
to
that
react?
deep. I'm not telling you how to react.
You just did.
No, I never.
You just said it's not that deep.
Trans.
That's not
When it's
telling
in
you how to
people's
react.
faces, yes,
That's
people
not
will
telling you how
react.
to react. Listen to what you just say.
Jeff, you need to send it
Twist
to.
stuff. You
Jeff.
twist stuff so you just look like victims. Well,
No,
yeah, it was
I'm
wrong
not
what
playing
you
a
done,
victim here.
but it
I'm
ain't that
speaking
deep.
about what it is. This is what it
Oh,
is.
you
was
made
wrong
yourself a
what you done.
victim.
You need to
5
send
minutes
the
ago.
galaxy to the host.
It
You need
was
to send
wrong,
it to the
yeah,
host.
but it's not that deep. That let's cancel
For you,
it. Let's
it's not
get
that
people
deep.
to attack it. She was getting called a P3.
For you, it's
Why
not that.
should
Yeah,
she be
but
asked?
listen, before that, look back on the patterns of behaviour. She's called people nonsense before. She's done all of this before. She's come at different religions. She's been racist. She's done the most. And then when people are, when there's a situation, no, Black Pope, I'm not finished.
Alicia, you're
I
getting
haven't
too
finished.
heavy now.
Here we go.
Alicia, you're getting too
Don't,
much
no,
now.
no,
Let me
no,
have a
don't
little word
let
there.
me you off.
Let somebody else have a little word now, Alicia. You're getting too much now.
Like, you won't even let her up to defend herself.
You're becoming too much now.
She's been up.
Becoming too
What are
much.
you
If
talking
either
about?
Queen
She's been
wants to
Came
come
up,
back up,
started
she can
speaking
do.
and got dropped.
You can't
for a
talk
bit of
about
money.
anybody being Alicia racist.
you hold the
If you
live
sit
on it.
along
Why
Tory
listening
and
to this?
The
Tory
whole
shit,
live built off her
we should
back.
drop her shout.
Transformers, man, them in the sky.
That's wild, isn't it?
She dropped herself.
Bumbucker!
Hold the live and not let the person it's about speak. It's crazy.
Galaxy's been dropped. And dropped herself. She didn't get Galaxy.
No, I'm Galaxy Black Pope because I ain't listening to him talk. He talks absolute rubbish. I'm not listening to it
Listen,
today. I'm in the mood.
Can we please acknowledge the mindset of some of these people?
Hang on, who dropped Chloe?
I didn't drop her.
Yeah, I didn't drop her.
Me by accident. I thought she was going.
No, it's for Black Pope because I'm not listening to him saying, Alicia, you culture vulture. Shut your mouth. Shut up. You're not a woman. No one cares, Black Pope.
This is the mindset of the Transformers.
I just want to say that Black Pope shouldn't be. Black Pope shouldn't be in here talking about nothing. He has wished to do voodoo on me with his doll. He has said stuff about my deceased
Right, that was for
mother.
Chloe. She can't come back.
So Black Pope.
Yeah, I'll drop down, man.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, dollar.
Transformers, man, them in the sky.
5 steps. You're right, babe.
Yeah, what are you saying? Big up, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm free to guys.
Everyone double tap, keep double tapping. For Chloe in the comments, she wasn't dropped. She dropped herself. So she had a chance to speak. and
I'm
she
not
got
having
herself-
geezers come up here who've got a personal vendetta against me talking about women's issues. It's not happening. Not today, Black Pope.
Is that
I'll
Black
make a
Pope
video.
trying to come up here?
Yeah.
He's lost. You do know that he's Evil Queen's handbag, innit? So of course he's going to be up here.
I think Evil Queen just dropped themselves, so if they wanted to come back to chat a bit.
Oh no, I
Technically.
I sent a Galaxy for EQ. I don't think she should be allowed a voice. She should be blacked out. She's a vile human being, and I cannot believe that anyone would sit on this app and say it's not that deep. What if a woman's gone through that loss recently and they're scrolling through TikTok and come across that? So don't come out with that bullshit. Sorry.
And Bonnie, they pick and choose when it's that deep or when it's not that deep, because there's been things that have been said and done not as equally as bad as what she said, and they've all had a problem. So don't come up here talking about, oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Shut up.
Again, telling women how to feel. Crazy.
I agree.
I think we're making ourselves the victim, but 5 minutes ago was accusing everyone of being transphobic. You sound like a victim.
That's
to me.
what, do you know anything you say?
That's
They're
what
like,
she
oh my
does.
God, no, you're transphobic. Shut up. About transphobic.
Nick, shut up.
No, I was
Like,
the person that makes
seriously.
I'll be honest, the moment that anyone starts calling her or dead naming her and all of that, you've lost the argument because you're just as bad. I'm sorry. That's my views on it.
So calling them what?
Nobody needs to use her.
Wait,
death
calling
name.
them what?
Like, well, calling her a transformer.
What her name was before she transitioned, basically, when she was a male.
Bro, I'll be real. There's a common pattern between those people about how they lack empathy towards these situations that women have issues with. Bro.
Literally.
I don't care as well. I'll say it with Jess, bro. You can hate me if you
That's
want.
exactly it, Danny. Let's not make her a victim, because then it's going to be they've all been transphobically abusing me.
And if I'm gonna get hated for saying that, that is what it is.
Like, that's your feelings, and I respect that. You know?
Exactly, Chloe, it's not that deep. Remember, it's not
There's
that
a reason.
deep.
There's lack of empathy, bro. There's the mindset. It's not authentic, bro. That's the reason.
I'm sorry, but Evil Queen ain't no victim in no situation. Sorry.
Justifying it was just jam, mate. It's the whole insinuation of the video in the first place. She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
It's
Why would you even think of doing
that? There's a baby in the toilet. Like you.
That's what I'm saying.
A
Like, she
baby in
knew
the toilet that
what
she
was
then
doing.
has put Angie taken to the garden to bury. Like, what's that about?
Yeah, one that you can never make or hold.
What are
in
you
your belly
typing
ever.
into the AI? What are you putting into the AI to get that?
Device check for one.
It's a DV as well. It's everything. It's not just
And
one.
sitting there saying, "Oh, everyone was calling me a PDF." I'm pretty sure there's videos of you throughout the years calling people that and
Yes,
doing that to
exactly.
people and telling people to sit on their grandchild's face.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this
So-
woman
No,
even
that's-
spoke about
yes.
Alicia's child. She said that my 10-year-old is going to have infertility problems. Like, you're weird. You
No.
say the weirdest things when it comes to children, bro. You're
Twisted,
weird.
mate.
Ugh.
Twisted.
Like, who says that? Like, who even thinks about fertility and underage kids? Like, you're fucking weird.
Protect your
account. Protect your account.
We know TikTok shop.
Big up, Ali.
Trying to request to come back again. You can't swear on this one.
She has said it. She literally, there's a guy called Cowboy and Prince.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Prince Pratt, and for a while she kept calling Cowboy a predator because Prince Pratt.
But you have to say pred lover.
Oh, sorry, pred lover. Johnny Strop.
Pred. Just call it pred.
Can I just say, you know, when you drop them, it doesn't actually do anything.
Host rules, isn't it? No swearing on the panel.
Yeah, that's. So she said that, but the moment that anyone, I don't agree with this whole campaign calling her that is absolutely disgusting because there's no evidence to back it. And why is it getting brought to TikTok if it is true before the police? Like, there's no denying that. But going back and doing all of this,
Wait,
they're
campaign
not
of
winning
calling
argument.
them what?
So there's been a campaign of people calling her a GROOMER.
I remember.
In this,
Wait, calling who that?
You talking about in this live?
PQ.
Oh.
You talking about in this live?
No, not in this live. I mean,
Okay,
creators have been doing it, but there's no evidence or nothing. Like, they've just literally been setting this up for months, and it's not right. But this is what she's saying, like, because things like this has been getting said,
Yeah.
and it's not getting called out by everyone, but anything she does is called out. And I do agree. I will agree with her to an extent that everything she does is called out, but anything that others do is maybe not always called out.
I don't think that's true. I don't think every time she says things it's been called out. There's definitely been some times where people have pushed past it.
By the way, I'm not saying she's a victim, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know. But I'm just saying, like...
Either way, what are you trying to do? Make it equally 50-50 or something? It's TikTok. People are cults. Like, they're going to be on one side or the other. It's just internet, bro.
After saying that about Taurines, like, family, like she should change her name to
hate each other.
Cold Queen or something, like, because that is cold.
How can you say that to people, but then when people misgender you, you want to be crying for a whole year? It doesn't make sense.
And the story of Sam, let's not forget that. Yeah, gifting and manipulating an underage 40. Was he 40?
I don't think his name should get mentioned.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just I don't know. It just gives me.
No, for real. So there was a boy in question where she was manipulating and getting gifts from, and he was 41 backwards.
Oh my goodness! And she knew the age and everything.
She knew everything. She was having conversations, and her best friend is also a peddler.
Oh my goodness! What is wrong with these people?
This is what I'm saying. I can't lie. I think these people shouldn't be given a time.
Is Evil Queen an actual AGP? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it sounds like, mate. Like, she's sounding like an AGP right now.
Well, that's it. He was her mod at 14.
No.
There was something
there's a
about
video.
her friend and this young boy, her best mate and this young boy. I can't remember the full story, but it was crazy. I don't think that she is a PDF. I've never said that she is. I've never said she's a groomer or any of these things.
Well, the one that got gifted from the youth? Or it was gifting the youth?
No, I don't think he was. No, that's Brett Boy. Oh my God, drama talk's so complicated.
I know.
I'm glad I'm not on that side, bro. Glad I'm not on that side.
Thank you.
Bro, this is a lot, man.
I'll be real. Maybe she ain't one on paper, but she's definitely got the mind of one, because I don't know, no adult in their right mind is gonna go and say weird things about kids, talk to kids. It's weird, bro.
Everything's about kids. Everything. Literally.
You need to cancel that whole side of TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole pattern, you know?
It's true.
Bro, no wonder people got...
I mean, if she's not one, you could
she's
say
saying
she's got tendencies of one.
Imagine as well, she's saying she's going to make a video of Luke pinning a child down.
Yo, no.
She said that Luke is a PDF and does things to this child.
See what I mean? Who even thinks of that? Who thinks of these things?
Is that not making AI child porn?
Oh my God, that is creepy as hell.
Did she actually say she was going to be doing that?
How does that even come in your head as something that you want to make? How does that even get in your head?
That's made me feel sick with that.
Listen, you see AI, yeah? Let me tell you something. Some guy put up a video, yeah? I forgot the name, but I'll post it on my page when I do find it. And he posted a video basically saying the dangers of AI. And they basically have more than 30 million pictures, yeah, of young children that are their faces are being used on corn movies and all these types of things. So they're basically saying, stop posting your kids on social media because people are finding their pictures and they're putting bodies on them and putting them in movies, putting them in all types of websites. Over 300 million, indecent pictures, but only 300 people got convicted. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, the world of AI right now.
And you want to make an AI of a child being, whether the child's AI or not, you want to make an AI of a child being pinned down by a grown man.
Oh my goodness, that is sick, mate.
Surely that's still CP, surely. Huh?
I would say it is, personally.
I wouldn't even want to type that into my phone. I don't know what's wrong with
evil, twisted queen. She should
there's some twisted people out there, man.
So, I mean, is she making these videos for its own pleasure? Like, what is going on in its mind?
That's unhinged, bro.
In its mind. Because if you act like an animal, I'll call you an it. Because that's animal behaviour.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What? Wait, what? What do you mean? Wait, what comments that to, bro? What do you mean sometimes you got to let them do it?
Big up, Jamila. Thank you.
Is that to someone else, bro?
What was, sorry?
He's asking for proof.
I don't even want to
Who's
say.
asking for proof? What proof do you want, Chelsea?
I think what Devin's trying to say is, like, if they just do it, then you've got proof of the kind of person they are. That's what.
Okay.
Like, how many AI videos has it got on its computer? It's
And let's
actually
remember
scary.
as well, like someone just said in the comments, it's on Luke's page, someone just said, Chelsea, so if you want to go and see it. Someone just said in the comments that children are on this app. Obviously, it's a 13 plus app. There's also younger children on here, as we're all well aware. They'll be seeing that video you've made of a baby in a toilet and a fetus on a bed and someone putting a baby in a garden. That's what they're going to be seeing.
Go get their little sister and try to put them in the bathroom. Let me tell you something. I know it sounds bizarre, but listen, people really do live off the internet, bro.
Yeah.
How many kids have you seen do them weird TikTok challenges and then they end up unalived?
And you wanted rage. You've got rage because you're coming at every woman who's been through that, whether they've terminated a pregnancy or whether they've lost a child. Like, that's what you're doing. Are you proud of yourself? Do you feel happy?
Completely.
Of course she's proud of herself. Look at her. She's still saying she's still asking for the proof.
She
But at the end of the day, when you're going to bed alone at night,
Chelsea, you're allowed to come up. You're still not galaxied off.
she won't come up. She'll come up, say what she wants and drop. She's boring. She won't have a conversation, a two-way conversation.
Yeah, because she got no spine.
It was just jam. Shut up.
What about the baby in the toilet? What are we going to say about
what about that bit? Come up and explain
Let's
that
not
bit.
deflect either, Chelsea. Let's talk about the baby in the toilet. What's that about? Because that
The
was
fact that she's even sit there and took the time to make that.
I'm still not over the pin the child
not
down.
well. They're not well.
Pinning a child down video, man. Yo. Not right in the head, are you, evil queen?
Are you not saying anything about the baby in the toilet?
Hello, can I say something?
Yeah.
Right, evil queen, you are one vile fucking woman, yeah? I have gone through
No
this.
swearing on the panel.
Sorry.
Just request back up again. Request back.
Why can't I drop? Anyway, yeah.
I did it. I got you.
Thanks, girl.
You need to go
Sick
down
individual.
Sorry about that. Sorry. I had to physically give birth to my baby down the toilet. My body wouldn't stop it, and you're saying it's all AI. You're sick and you need help. Absolutely need help. Yeah? I had to watch a paramedic scoop my baby up out of that toilet. You are sick. You need to
Are you
come
proud
off
of yourself,
this-
Chelsea? Are you proud of yourself?
Absolutely. Come on,
Denise.
No, I know. Pause, because I feel like she's getting off on your misery right now. She says, keep
Oh my
crying.
God.
So I feel like just mute yourself a minute, calm down. I know you've been through some horrific stuff, and I'm so sorry for your loss, yeah? But please don't divulge much more, because this AGP at the bottom is getting off on it. She's saying, keep crying.
I thought you were for all women,
Get a
but you're
sweet
laughing
cup of
at a woman.
tea, yeah?
You're laughing in a woman's face, and she's
She
telling
don't
us
sound
Hey,
nothing
go
to
and get a
do
sweet
with
cup
it.
of tea.
Can I just say something as well here? Like, when you're going to bed by yourself at night time on your own with your TikTok people messaging you on your phone, people that they don't really care. You don't care about them either, let's be real. Like, you're sat here now saying, oh, cry more, do this, do that. But just look at your life. Look at your life. And that is why you're projecting all of this anger and hate onto everybody else. Yeah, okay, you're trans. We know. That's why you'll never have the feelings that women feel in this situation.
I just saw her say, keep crying, and I had to just stop because I knew what she's wanting. Yeah, and she's laughing about it because it is getting off on it. Animal.
The mark slips always.
How dare you mock some woman's loss that you will never feel, ever?
Rotten from the inside. What
Do you
is
know,
it
my
that
friends
she's
that
hoping
are
to
trans
achieve?
women would never ever carry themselves like this or completely disregard women's feelings like this ever.
I know it's because I'm a trans woman.
That's why I'm
A trans woman
disregarding
not meant
its
to be-
feelings. It's got no feelings towards anybody, so I have no feelings towards it.
Yeah, scientific.
You want to be a woman, but you can't respect a woman's dignity or a emotional state. Like, that's disgusting. You're not a woman. You're not even a trans woman. That's just horrible.
Do you know, I actually fear she's probably clipped that and she's going to do some AI bull with it, you know?
This is the thing, is that I've met many trans women and they do not do this. They don't mock this sort of thing. They are respectful of who a woman is. And then you've got people like this who tarnish an entire community. And yeah. I don't want to go into too many details, but yeah, sorry. I don't want her to get any kind of satisfaction out of it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamila. Thank you.
She doesn't have a soul.
The best thing to do here, I think, is just a complete blackout. Just ignore her. Don't speak about it. Don't play the videos. Don't react to them. As hard as it is, like, obviously everyone's shocked today because of it's come out and whatnot, but I think she wants a back and forth. She wants people to be outraged. She gets off on it. I think the best thing for everyone on this app to do, the bigger creators especially, is to just not speak about her, not give her any satisfaction from this, because that's what she wants. She spent all that time doing that for what? How do you feel?
Do you know what? Everybody thinks that the devil's got horns. No, that's the devil right there in that picture.
Literally.
The devil's got blonde hair and wears Juicy Couture.
Nothing behind the eyes. You just look into them eyes. You could tell she has no soul. No soul behind them eyes. Thank you, Jamila.
They just dropped.
Hey, people.
Hello.
Hi. I think she should come up. Why is she so scared, bro?
I mean,
she's giving. The thing is, you know, people like this, they give it the, oh yeah, I don't care. She's gonna be crying herself to sleep tonight, guaranteed. You know, these people, they're not what they're not what they try and appear to be. The girl is not well. She's got severe mental issues. The girl is not well. I'm telling you.
Fully twisted.
Evil.
I'm sure
it's broke. Its head's broke.
She's a trans woman.
Just put in the chat, she's recording.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. You know the difference?
Here we go.
Money talk. Here comes the money. Do you know the difference is my camera roll is full of my children and my life and, you know, happiness and whatever. Your camera roll is full of screen recordings from TikTok.
That is so sad, isn't it?
So sad.
How sad can you be?
Busy, I'm recording evidence, Chiz.
Told Josh was going to clip it and make some mad, twisted, sick AI.
Yeah, and when you record this, make sure you tell people what the whole reason for this live was, yeah? Don't hide behind what you've done. Because you're recording it like, say, we're the ones that even did what you did and made the video. You're the one that made the video. You're the whole reason we're talking about it today.
Yeah, it's because you're a trans woman. You wouldn't ever know. Yes, 100%. You can call me transphobic. You can run with that. You can get your little evil army to come and call me transphobic. I don't care because I know who I am as a person.
Because I'm a trans woman, I wouldn't know.
Care less. Don't
Evil
care.
Queen, I'll slap you in your mouth. How about that?
You don't need to be.
I know plenty of men who can empathise. Plenty of men. They don't understand, but they can certainly empathise, and they can't.
Yeah.
Because they're normal people. They're normal. You know when she posted that video, she thought everyone was going to be clapping for her and supporting her, but no, because we're normal. We don't think like that. That stuff's not entertaining to us. You're twisted.
She's ill.
Literally, go get a checkup from the neck up. Yeah, you just broken.
Nothing to do with this. Is about your transness. The fact that you're trans makes it worse. Don't get me wrong, but this whole thing isn't about that.
He's in the box. So she can say what she wants and drops because she can't have a conversation. She doesn't have the capacity.
Do you know what? If she does come up, let's all mute up and let her explain. Let her explain the baby in the toilet thing. Let her explain that bit. She said, "Oh, it's just jam," but yeah. Let's all mute up and
I
just
don't really
explain
see
that.
any outrage about the video, just about my gender, how I'm trans woman. And Alicia, when you say, oh, I put my children to bed, well, I'm a trans woman, love, so I can't have children, and I'm fully aware of that. So when you keep saying,
thank God.
hang on a minute, when you keep saying she wants to be a woman, I don't. I want to be a trans woman. I'm legally identified. This is why I can never talk, because you start to speak.
All right, go on.
So yeah, so I'm a trans woman, proud of that. And let's hear more about the video and not about being trans transgender because it feels like
We
an
didn't
attack
speak
on
about your gender
Goodbye
for the
now.
last half an hour.
She just dropped. So I never once said that she wants to be a woman. I said that she's fully mocked terminations and child loss in the video that she's posted. And I said to her and Chloe that they will never know what it feels like because they're saying it's not that deep. It's just jam. It's just this. It's just that. It's not just anything. That's
She's
our
not
whole
getting dropped, she's dropping herself.
And because you are not biological.
Sorry, Alicia.
I had a phone call. Because you're not biologically a woman, you're not going to understand why women are so upset by what you have posted. That's what I'm saying to you. And you can run with that and you can twist it into a trans thing and that everyone's transphobic. I'm stating facts. And you like,
No, but it's true. She's not a biological
in the
woman.
toilet. Like, I want to know what you're saying about the baby in the toilet. Because, okay, you're saying that it's jam on the bed. Cool. What about the whole baby in the toilet? Can you answer that? What's that about?
Hey guys, I'm just jumping up quickly because my daughter's having a nap, so sorry. But sorry, did I interrupt you, Alicia?
No, I'm done.
Alicia. Sorry. No, I'm just jumping up quickly to say thank you so much for holding this live. I was at work all day, so unfortunately I did see the start of the video. I did turn it off because it actually made me feel physically sick.
Was that the one with the AI kid in it and that, with the money in its hand?
No, the one that was posted this morning.
Oh, the
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that one. So
Do you think, though, that Chelsea's become so irrelevant now that she has to go to those lengths and, you know, get everybody talking about it, get all the hate and stuff? Because I can't believe any human being with any morals would do that. I think it's absolutely shocking what she's done. And I think,
just
you
don't
know,
understand it at all. Like, I have 4 angel babies and I was luckily blessed. I went through hell and back to get her, but I was luckily blessed to get my beautiful daughter. And
I'm so glad that you managed to have one. That's amazing.
yeah, no, eventually, like, I wouldn't even try.
I'm so sorry for your loss. So sorry.
No, thank you so much. Do you know what? It's just seeing stuff like that, like, you think you get over the trauma and then it all, like, you see something like that and you're like, oh my goodness. But to be fair, like, this isn't me defending her. I don't want that to come across that way. She won't understand what that loss feels like because until it happened to me, I never understood it. And oh my goodness, I would never have mocked it.
No.
No, you might not.
It's so
dark.
I didn't understand it, but my goodness, like,
you know,
your heart, oh my, like, it's like you've lost a part of yourself.
It's so dark and twisted to mock it, you know?
It is, like, it's something I would never have mocked, but also something I never understood.
I'm
So
going
when
here, I'm not
saying
getting
people are being transphobic to her.
Thank you for having me on.
Guys, one at a time. I can't hear nothing.
Sorry.
Can I speak, please?
Yeah.
All I want to say is EQ, how can I put it without sounding derogatory? All I want to say is that she doesn't understand how a woman feels. Yes, she's transgender into a woman, but she doesn't understand. She hasn't had menstrual and she hasn't felt how a woman feels. Yes, she's had hormones. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is she does not understand the concept of being a woman and going through that. And that's
Doesn't
as
need to have
simple.
women's organs to have empathy, though.
She doesn't have empathy. She doesn't know how to have empathy because she doesn't understand it in the sense of a woman going through that. She doesn't understand it. She has no concept. So mocking it to her is just mocking something that she doesn't. No, I'm not. I don't agree with it. I think it's absolutely disgusting what she's done. But what I'm saying is her mocking is because she doesn't have the concept of being in that format of that person as a woman, as a full woman. She doesn't understand it.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Dollar, dollar.
I just feel like she knows it knows the reaction. Do you know what?
Yeah, she does know the reaction, and she does know exactly what she's doing to make money, and that's how she does it, to bring everybody up, to make them stand up and pay attention to what she's saying, to give her a platform, and that's what she does it. She does it for money.
Yeah, like,
but she doesn't.
like men,
but she doesn't. But she doesn't understand the concept of how it feels to go through something like that, because she doesn't feel the way a woman feels. And I also will
really
say
about
this.
gender. I think it's
No, it's
you know, when
she
you-
doesn't understand
you
though.
and your husband or your boyfriend, you have a miscarriage. You know, your husband or your boyfriend's absolutely devastated, aren't they?
Yes, but she doesn't understand it because she's never been in that scenario.
I don't think
And she never
of like a
and it never will
surrogate having a
either.
child.
Sorry, guys. Chelsea, it's not a gender debate. It's a Chelsea debate.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, I never understood a miscarriage. I always sympathised with it, but you'll never understand that pain that you go through as a mum.
No, and
Never,
even if
and
she
you know
had a
what? Some
surrogate,
people are watching
even
her
if she had a
videos.
surrogate child, she would not understand, because she would feel the loss like her father does, but she wouldn't understand the loss.
No, yeah,
We're not
definitely.
discussing
No, I
transgender
just
people. We're just discussing you. So how does it sound like a trans debate?
Sorry, I just
The
jumped
thing
up
is,
to
that
say I can't stay on because
Evil
my
Queen's
daughter's-
just mocking it, and she's getting off on it too. She's getting the views, she's getting a response. Any exposure is good exposure.
She's getting
whether
what
it's
she
good
wants,
or
you're
bad,
right.
but she's
Yeah.
doing it the wrong way.
Can I
But
suggest that
she's
anyone
got twisted, wasn't it? That's why.
She's twisted in the head. I'm sorry. She is twisted completely in the head, because how her thought mechanisms are and how actually reality is completely the opposite. And that's how I see it. How she perceives the world and how it actually is the complete opposite. And because we're all normal, have normal lives and do everything normally, she doesn't have that concept of that world that we all have.
Is she still in here?
Yep. It's on the comments.
No, well,
Can I
thank
say
you
something?
guys
It's okay.
again for just sorry Poppy, for just like doing this here. And in regards to Angie, I'm just going to say this quickly and drop, because as I say, my daughter's sleeping and she'll probably wake up soon. In regards to Angie, like, I know some people have their troubles with Angie and stuff like that there, but Angie does have a heart of gold. Like, I know she says wrong stuff, but she doesn't always mean it. But like, to say something like that to anybody is absolutely...
It's not just saying it, it's the actual image.
Yeah, no,
It's the
do you know
image,
what? I don't
it's
even
the
want to
video.
talk about
It's
it
not,
because-
anybody can say that to anybody, but it's the actual video image that is upsetting people, because it's graphic.
Oh no, 100%. That's what I'm saying. We all, like, as everybody says in the comments, we stand with Lucifer Angie 100,000,000%. But like, I don't even want to talk about the graphic images, because
Keep
honestly,
those out of your head.
It made me
Keep
feel
those out of your
physically
head.
sick earlier, so it did. Like,
Look, you're always going to have those images.
Can
in
I
your
just
head.
bring
You don't
Papa in?
need-
Hi, Papa. Welcome to the panel.
Yeah.
Hi, ladies.
thank you. I'm sorry
Yeah,
if
you
I
got-
interrupted you,
oh,
but I'm gonna.
No, no,
sorry,
it's fine,
I'm
honestly,
just gonna
like,
drop.
I know
I'm
we-
gonna drop now, so I am.
Okay,
But
no
thank
worries.
you
Take care,
guys
Sam.
for having me up, and thank you for supporting
Take
me.
care.
I really appreciate it.
And give your little one a
Well-
massive hug.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
I just want to say this, like, ladies, obviously this affects you more than it affects me, because it's about women and stuff like that. But this is what I'm saying. This is why we'll never, and I'm sorry if I offend people, I'm just going to say it as it is. This is why we'll never call a trans person, like a trans man, a trans woman, the gender they want to be called.
You're feeding into what she wants by
Do you
saying.
know what,
Exactly,
though? I
yeah, but
will
the-
respect most. I will.
Can I just say this? Like, this is the thing. I'm not telling people what to do. You say what you want to say. You speak how you want to speak. I'm not telling anybody what to do. But we'll say this. When you're talking about this person being so negative towards women and so corruptive against women, there's all these bad things, and then you keep saying she, you're empowering this person in your own gender. This is why I do not like. I'm not telling anyone how to speak. Speak how you want. This is what I'm saying. It's up to you. But what I'm seeing is, every time you mention this person's name, everyone's saying she. She.
But
You're,
it's out of
you're
respect.
empowering this
It's
person.
out of-
I've been
yeah,
calling
no,
it.
I
it's
understand
out
it's
of
hella respect. I understand it's hella respect, but this
Not
is the
gonna
point. I'm trying to fight this ideology here when they're trying to take over your space. You're saying, we're more women than you, I'm a better woman than you, and then people are saying, she. I can only fight it with my own fight, you get what I mean? I
Yes,
can only do
because
it my
you've
own
done
way.
the full transgender,
There's not vulnerable transgenders. No. Just because you're transgender does not mean you're vulnerable.
She's done the full transgender.
It doesn't matter,
She's
they're still
done it
biologically
fully.
male.
So she is a she. No,
No,
she's
in
not.
my opinion, that is your opinion.
It's not a
in
she,
my
she's a
biological
trans woman,
understanding.
technically.
Yeah, but trans woman, that's it, a trans woman. But in my understanding of biology, this person is a modified male. That's they are a subcategory of a man. They are not a she, they are a trans woman. I'm not telling you to not call a she. If you want to call a she, that's on you. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to keep fighting this ideology about them disrespecting women and stuff like that, stop empowering them by calling them she.
It's not about the
Simple
entire
as that.
community, it's about one person.
Yeah, but you're still empowering that one person by saying she.
You are
That's my issue.
empowering her belief that she is a victim right now.
Chelsea, why don't you come up and talk to us?
Can I just quickly say, by you saying about the trans thing and saying that she's not a female, you're losing the argument, and it's just giving her ammunition to say you're transphobic, and it's completely deflecting from the whole point
All I can say,
of what
right,
she's
is
done.
trans woman or not trans woman, Chelsea, you are rank, babe. Like, rank on the inside, rank on the outside. You're vile, doll. That's all I can say. Like, I don't know what gives you this prerogative that you're this gorgeous woman, because I'm so sorry, trans woman, you're not. You're absolutely rank, my darling. And the sooner we establish that, what's that noise? The sooner everyone establishes that, the better. Like, time to get off your high horse. You're rank. Inside, outside, you're vile, my lovely. And this isn't about standing with Delusive Angie either, because she is a flat-out racist, may I just add. Let's not forget about that. But Chelsea, you're vile, doll. And this whole scenario is just another one. How many things has Chelsea done before people start supporting? I don't get it. But my point is that, Chelsea, you are clapped, like inside, outside, like clapped. And someone has to tell you that, unfortunately. It's going to be me. So, yeah, I'm going to go.
A galaxy has been sent. Papa, you have been eliminated.
I'm going to drop anyway. I just wanted to say that. And also I want to say, and I do believe this, and everybody will most probably go, wow. But I do think that EQ is really in awe of Miss Red, because she is a full female. And that's all I've got to say. Take care.
Thanks for coming.
But yeah, I'm gonna drop as well. But thanks for having me up. I just wanted to say, obviously, saying about the gender and stuff, it just gives her ammunition and makes her a victim, which is not what we want to do. We want to hold her accountable for her actions and what she's done. So it really is just. I know it's hard, but just the transphobia, it just gives her ammunition. But yeah, thanks for having me up.
No problem, mate. Take care.
What are people calling transphobia right now?
1 minute. Jabs, can you get Andy up?
Say again.
Did Andy request up?
Oh, she's on about this one.
She's coming on at all.
Oh, she's there. That's fine.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I just thought I'd come up here. I just think that they're both as bad as each other, to be fair. I'll be honest with you. We're all going on like Angie's a victim. I don't think so.
Oh no, she's racist.
Not with what I've seen come out of her mouth as well. So maybe on social media you shouldn't give it if you can't take it, to be honest. I know it's vile what she put about the baby situation is, but if you can't take it, then don't give it. End of story, innit?
Yeah, but there's one thing having a feed online, and there's another thing posting AI clips.
Yeah, I know the video is vile, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, yeah, I am for real, everyone in here that's backing Angie, because she's just as wrong. So
I don't back none of them.
No, that's what I was thinking.
They're both wrong.
I just wanted to come up because why does every single conversation about Evil Queen get made into something about transphobia?
Why are you so affected?
What are you not calling transphobia? You not
The
calling
people that were just calling EQ a man when she's not a man. It's
not even human. Did you not hear what it wanted to do with the AI video?
See, as human at the end of the day,
a grown man pinning a child down. He wanted an AI video. Evil Queen.
Guys, Chloe got galaxied. Chloe got
sorry, that was
galaxied.
me. Sorry, it was me. Then I remembered.
Yeah, Evil Queen wanted to do an AI video of some little kid getting pinned down by an adult.
Yeah, but why is that not the conversation? Why is it always about what she has downstairs or what she actually is? Like, it can never just stay about the topic that's been made. What's made about. You always bring it. You always make it into something about her transgender. It's like.
We had 3 people come up here and say not to say that.
She looks more womanly than any of yous anyway.
Okay, all right.
What was
There's
that?
just one person that came up.
I'm claiming she's a man, transphobic. I don't understand anyway.
Well,
She's not a man.
The topic is the fact of what the AI wants.
The reason I mentioned trans is because she has the brain chemistry of a guy, bro. That means, and at that, a non-empathetic guy. That's the reason, bro. That's
Evil
the
Queen
that's,
has
that's
more.
the reason.
Evil Queen
That's the
has more
reason you can't
estrogen in her than me and you do combined.
This is Lemon saying. I can't understand him.
That's the reason.
Can you speak a bit slower, please?
With anyone's hate over this video. That's the
Take a
reason you have to empathize.
Why are you saying take a breath? I'm breathing. Like, why can I
You
not
sound
talk
like
to
struggling.
validated?
So, Andrew, to explain, first of all, I have said up here, let's not go down the trans route. But there is one other thing that you need to remember. Just estrogen does not make, that's not what makes up us as a woman. We are far more than that. We have an actual biological instinct and desire to create children. And
This is what I mean. The
please do not
conversation
interrupt
isn't
me.
about her transgender. It's
Excuse
not
me,
about
can
her
I
gender.
finish? Can I finish, please? When a woman cannot have children, doesn't matter how much estrogen you have pumped into you, you will not understand it from a basic genetic biological way. And trans women, most trans women who I've
It's
met
not about her
have got, oh my
transgender,
God,
is
let me
it?
finish.
No, because you're not talking about.
Who are you, Andrew? Backup dancer.
When most trans women who I speak to and talk to about fertility, they say to me, we get it. We don't have that. We can have empathy for you. We will never have children as women. They understand that. This woman is dragging down her entire community by behaving this way.
But what does her behaviour have to do with her gender?
Because you have the brain chemistry of a non-empathetic.
Can I ask you, what are you, Andrew? What do you identify as?
What, sorry?
What do you identify as?
I'm a man. I was born a man.
Right, okay, so why are you so affected?
What do you mean, why am I so affected?
Why are you so
I asked the
affected? You heard what I
question.
said?
I'm not affected.
Right, well, why would you come up here and say it if you were not affected?
Say what?
Or what you're saying?
I didn't say anything, I asked the question. There's a difference between saying something and asking a question. You gave the answer, it's not a valid answer.
Well, it is. You're affected. You came up here, went out your way to say about why.
I wasn't even talking to you anyway because you weren't here when with the question that I was asking. I wasn't asking you a question either. You joined at the same time as me, so I wasn't
I
referring
don't
to you
care
anyway. So
if
you
I
want to
joined
pipe
about
down?
half an hour before you. I don't care.
If someone can't understand the uproar because they've got the brain chemistry
Trying
of
to tell you,
opposite
I'm
gender,
trying to
how is
respond
that? How is
to
that
that.
transphobic? How's that
Well,
transphobic?
I'm trying to respond to that, but I keep getting my throat jumped down and I don't want to. So
That's fine.
Answer what you're saying. Answer what you're saying. If our brain chemistry is the same as mine and yours, then why are we not acting that way? It's not about the gender. The whole point is how she acts is getting nothing to do with what her gender is or what you think her gender is. So why does she always have
Andrew,
to
you're
turn it
see
into
about
a
you having this
gender
conversation now. You're showing empathy.
A non-empathetic man.
Yes,
A non-empathetic
and I'm a man. I'm a
I'm not
man.
gonna lie. The
So
only
that's
thing
what you're
that makes
saying.
me, the
Oh,
only
here
thing
we
that
go,
like
man.
they're
Let's
both
get
as
to
bad as
what
each
you
other.
want.
But the whole baby situation thing in that video was vile, and I do hope that Andrew.
But what does it have to do with her gender? Also, brains don't have gender, so can you stop saying EQ's got a man's brain? Like, brains don't have gender, we've all got
you telling me
brains.
you don't have slightly different brain chemistry? Is that what you're
We've all
trying to
got different brains.
Not brains, brain chemistry.
Define brain chemistry.
If you do a scan of a man's brain, a scan of a woman's brain, they behave differently.
Thank you. Like, this is basic stuff. Like, what?
So why am I not behaving the same way that EQ is?
Because you may have empathy in that area to a certain extent. This is my
do
point.
I have a different brain chemistry when
Listen to
you're
what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. A lot of men cannot understand it, right? So a portion of those men may have zero empathy at all. Most women can understand it, so most women will have empathy automatically, bro.
Wow, I'm shocked. Someone's just sent me a video, while I'm on here, saying that she even mocked a C patient. That is mad.
Who did that?
EQ, I've just been sent it now. It's on FKP.
Oh my God.
Do you know what EQ stands for? It stands for Evil Queen. It's like an app.
Yeah, we know.
Was that you that just sent that to me, Dan?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, that's mad. I never saw that.
Yeah, Shell, I agree. It's not about trans rights or anything like that, but that's not what I brought. That's the question I asked. I asked why our gender was being discussed when it's not about that.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny.
Oh my God.
Listen, she can come on here as an act, and be evil, but what I've just seen on that thing, and then what she's done to Angie, that's overstepping the mark of being like having a laugh. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you don't mock the big C. No one mocks the big C.
And I get what you're saying. You know, all the big creators, they're all at each other. Whatever. I don't follow. I don't this, that, and other. But someone I'm, you class as innocence. I don't class myself as a victim or anything. But she came at me. She requested me. And at the end of the day, I was still going through treatment at the time.
Sorry, was that you in that video?
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
So at the end of the day, so I don't understand the fact of, people say clap backs, clap this, clap that. But at the end of the day, what about the people that she's gone for that has done nothing?
Yeah, no, that's true.
So was she mocking you for having C?
No, she told me that she wished cancer took me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll please just request to come back while I was on holiday with my children, and it's pinned on my page. Sorry, Daniel, just request to come back. You need to use C or big C.
No, it's tough.
Sorry, I hate dropping people through when they're saying stuff like that, but it's TikTok friendly.
This is crazy, mate.
There's also a difference between saying something and believing what you actually say as well, though.
What? Have you seen the video, Angie, that she did?
One, because there's like 3 different topics of conversation happening at the same time. So
how about go on the FYP and have a look what's there, and then come up and see
yeah,
what
we're
you're
talking
saying.
about like 3 different things.
Because I thought it was just that. I didn't know there was more.
I'm not talking to you once again. Ali asked a question. I was just answering her question, not talking to you at all.
Well,
so what video was it you referred to, Ali?
Bye-bye.
The video that was posted this morning.
I'm talking, but see, they're talking about like the trans stuff, the big C, and then the AI video. Like, what
if you can't keep it, that's on you, mate.
I've seen some.
She affected me, and at the end of the day, while I was going through treatment. So don't say about this big C and everything, because at the end of the day, you have no right. The video that was posted this morning in the AI with Angie. And then she said in the comments after.
Yeah, I've seen the AI one.
And she said in the comments, laughing about it, saying that she doesn't care.
Somebody was saying that they lost a child before, and Evil was in the comments laughing about it.
Oh, and also, literally, EQ, I post it every week, okay? So it circulates so that people can see on how she's not human at all. And so she found it on my story, and literally in my inbox sent me a load of laughing faces, and I reposted that on my story as well because she blocked me.
Papa, what's that Galaxy for? Let me know.
So at the end of the day, heaven forbid that her dad gets cancer. Heaven forbid that she has cancer.
You have to say big C, Danielle.
All right, well, that doesn't make you any better than her, does it? By what you've just said, don't make you any better. That just shows that you're the same character as her then, right?
Sorry, can you repeat what you just said before you got dropped?
Sorry.
Say big C.
Yeah, sorry.
So I circulated the video, which is pinned on my page, and I put it on my story to show she's not human. And so basically, she sent me a load of laughing faces of my story and then blocked me.
But at the same time, you've just wished the
Yeah,
big
but then
C
you've
on
just
their
wished the same.
father.
So really, that just
No,
shows
I
that you're the
didn't
same.
wish. I said,
Can I just say that shows that you're the same?
I said, heaven forbid her dad doesn't get it.
But you shouldn't be saying
I
things
thought you
like
said
that.
does.
I said doesn't get it, because the thing is, at the end of the day, I hope she gives the same treatment, because why should I be hurtful? I didn't wish it. I'd never wish it on anyone, because I know what it's like going through it and watching it.
I just think like everyone, you just got to keep away from her.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, she's mocking people losing their children. She's mocking Big C. She's even.
Thank you,
do you know what?
I never wish that.
If you didn't, yeah, that I
That's her whole
completely
shtick.
misunderstood
Don't
that.
watch it.
Also, this evil queen did an AI video, of that Brett boy, sitting next to a 10-year-old looking AI kid with money in its hand crying.
Yeah, but can I just say,
AI, it's not.
he was wrong for what he did though. So.
Oh God,
you
yeah.
know, He
That was
didn't
sick.
block this person until after
He should have.
He was thinking more money over morals. Him.
Exactly. If he knew that age, he should have blocked straight away.
Thank
No
you, guys.
excuse
I'm going
for
to
that.
jump down because this isn't, but the pin is on my post. The post is on my page. And I just wanted to say that, for someone that's outside the box, that isn't a big creator, that has had it done to them. So, please just keep it circling. I have gone to the police. It is a case. It's no evidence because it's over 6 months old, because I didn't have the video. A lovely lady, Amanda, only gave it to me in February this year, because I just didn't realise that your lives disappear after 30 days or whatever. So, it's just saying from an innocent point of view that she's not human.
Why are you so
I appreciate
affected over what a stranger says to you on the internet? Not specifically you, Danielle, but just in general. Like, why are people so affected by what someone says to them on the internet?
Do you know me too
Because
personally?
you know what? Yeah, you know what? This is the problem,
No, I'm
Andrew.
not
You're saying this,
angry,
yeah?
Hold on,
You're
Papa.
saying this.
Do you know Chelsea personally?
No, I don't.
So why is it bothering you so much when people are saying about her?
I'm not bothered. Like, I'm just
Is it a
asking
point for coming
questions.
here to have a
I'm really not
conversation with us?
bothered. When this live ends, I won't be thinking about this. Like, when it ends, like, I don't care that much. I'm just asking a question.
Well, that's good for you, but not everybody's the same, are they? Some
Yeah, and I'm
people
asking
might
why.
have,
Okay, let me ask you this then, Andrew. Yeah, so you think why are people so affected? So for example, let's say, God forbid, I do apologise, ladies. Let's say one of the women on the panel, lost a child, You really think someone on the internet taking the mick out of them is not going to affect them? You saying that, it's all big and bad saying it doesn't affect me. But I can guarantee you, if I knew you long enough, I could find something I could say on the internet would actually personally affect you. You saying that it's hypocritical and it's disgusting. I don't care, who people are on the internet. But when you got a biological male targeting a biological, hang on one sec, let me just finish. When you got a biological male targeting biological females based on what they have as characteristics for female, like, childbirth, periods, all this kind of thing, and actually taking the mick out of them, ripping them down, you says, oh, why are you letting it affect you? Are you for real?
He's
Get
telling
a pair
people how
of
to feel.
nuts and grow up. It's ridiculous.
Trying to tell people how to feel like you do, mate.
The adult's telling me to grow up. I'm 18 years old. Like, come on, I'm allowed
Well,
to
you need
act
to grow up
happy.
then. I've got like 20 years on you. You need to grow up. The way you're saying, it doesn't affect
But we're both in the
listen,
same position. We're both in the
you're
same
the snowflake
position.
generation.
You've got a different opinion.
Yeah,
You're
snowflake
that much
generation for real.
older. I don't think I need to grow up. We're in the same position. And you're just told me you're 20 years older. Well, you're in the same position
You're
as
saying
me.
you don't need to grow up here. You're telling biological women on the internet, who are full biological women, who are born female, you're telling them, oh, you shouldn't let it affect you. How can you say that? Can you have a miscarriage? No. Can you have a period? No. Can you have their hormonal change in the month? No. Now, if it was a male on male, I could turn around and say to you, I could agree. I could say, okay, maybe it shouldn't affect them because I'm a man myself. But as men, we can only support the women in this situation. You cannot tell them how to feel when it comes to this, targeting them. If you do that, you're a hypocritical male. Your male ego has overdriven you. This is the problem
It's
with
not
Evil
at
Queen.
all.
The male ego has overdriven them. They get very angry because the biological male, the ego takes over and
Here we
starts
go
saying
again. It's
crap on
always
the
about
internet.
the trans stuff. It's like, Jesus.
Well, this
Christ.
person is, but the thing is, you're saying this though, but this person is trans.
And I wasn't
can't
mentioning
deny
about
that,
the
can I?
child stuff anyway. I wasn't talking about that. I just said in general. Like I said, I wasn't directly talking about the big C either. I was talking about in general. I did say that before you decided to pop on, but you know what I mean. So.
Yeah, because I hear this day in, day out, and it does my head in. Men coming on the panel, speaking out, telling women how to feel. Listen,
I'm not
if women
telling
want to get angry over it, allow them to get angry.
I asked why. I literally said.
You did it in a demeaning manner. You did it in such a disrespectful manner. Like you're basically saying is, why are you letting it bother you? That's so weird, Daddy. That's the way it come across. It's simple as that. You should ask a woman that. You should turn and say, how can we move forward, ladies, and talk about this stuff without it causing effect on you as much? How can we speak about it without causing so much harm? This is the problem with a lot of men. I'm not perfect. I say things to women that probably they don't agree with. But some things are off limits. If a woman has lost a child, you do not insult them about it. If a woman cannot have children because of medical issues, you do not insult them. You do not go around saying, I'm a better woman than you, or the big C, this, that. You don't do it. Talk about things like that. It's just stupidity.
I didn't.
Andrew?
Yes.
There will once come a day where somebody, if you do continue your TikTok journey and you become a bigger TikToker, as they say, there will become a day, one day, where somebody will find out something against you and use it personally against you, and it will affect you in a manner just like it affects thousands of women when you've got people, whether it be a male, a female, a trans woman, a GAY man, whatever it is, talking about what they're talking about on the internet. And there's people that have been through that, lived it day to day. There's women that are going through that right now, that it's going to affect right now, because that's how they feel right now. It makes their past traumas back into a reality, so they relive what they've almost been through at that moment in time. And that's why it's affecting so many people.
Yeah, but there's solutions to avoid. You don't need to watch it.
But I've got EQ blocked. I've got it blocked completely on everything, so I don't see everything. But it's still on my For You page this morning. I was warned not to watch it, but it still popped up on mine.
And when you were told this, you clapped back with the fact that they apparently look more like a woman than all of the women on the panel. So what's going on?
That to me, that to me speak out.
Yeah, that was in reference to the people that were spewing transphobic stuff and making that about trans.
What's transphobic? What we said?
No one mentioned trans in the beginning except me and Papa, bro. And it was
that's what I said. You called me, Andrew. You did call me transphobia. Let me ask you this, yeah. This situation they're talking about, yeah. This person has been vile, yeah. I never ever once insulted the way they are. I didn't never insult them as a person. I just turn and says they're a biological male thinking they're female, which they can never be, and they're insulting female. How is that transphobic? That is facts.
You've just said
How is it? So you're telling me if somebody is acting a certain way, I can't call them out just because they're a trans? Are you stupid? That's like me saying I can't call Speaker out because Speaker's a different ethnicity to me. Well, are you Speaker, for example?
Yeah? Even if you want to respond to him saying that, why would you?
She is. You are saying that she's the way she is because she's trans. Like that's literally what you...
No.
No, I didn't. I said the male ego. I said the male ego. Listen to what I'm saying. I said the way this person acts is because of the male ego. I didn't say because they're trans. I said male ego.
Wait, but she's not a male.
She's got male brain chemistry.
He's a male.
Male brain chemistry when you're pumping yourself with estrogen? I don't think so.
You see, this is the okay. Let me explain. Andrew, you're 18. Yeah, you're 18. You do not understand biology. So, Andrew, let me explain this. Yeah, let me explain this to you. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. Me and Speaker. Let's use me and Speaker. We are full-blooded biological males. Yeah, we've got testosterone flooding our body. Yeah, but our brain chemistry is not dictated by our testosterone. We could take artificial estrogen. We might be a bit more emotional or a bit more in touch with our feminine side, if you want to use those terminologies. But we will have a male wild brain, and when we're put into a certain situation, even if we flood our bodies with estrogen, that male ego will come out in a certain situation. This is what I'm saying. You cannot change a wiring of your brain based on hormones.
Was male ego was fueled by.
It is male ego though. If you're a male and you're acting the way you are, we are males. That's our male ego. Me and you're having a back and forth now. That's our male ego,
and we're acting differently.
Yeah, obviously we act differently, but you have similar brain chemistry to us. What can you not understand about that? And also, if it's two men saying something you don't like about trans people, why would you at the women on the panel saying that they look more womanly than the women on the panel? That don't make sense.
I was directed at the people that was being transphobic, which is not.
It was only me. It was only me and Papa mentioning trans people.
Yeah, as I say, the women never said trans. It was me and Speaker. This is the problem. No, this is the problem.
There was somebody up to join the same time as me,
and you still added the women.
But see, Andrew, the thing is, the way I think to the way Popeye thinks and the way Speaker thinks is completely different. And no matter what we're pumping into our bodies, it never changes the actual brain. Yes, it will change the hormones that run through your body and things would be different. It'd be like me taking testosterone. I'm still going to be a biological woman at heart.
Right.
So to answer Evil Queen, Evil Queen, one sec, Evil Queen put in the comments, you're doing what I do, man. Evil Queen, yes, we act like you because you're a man. This is the issue I take, and people can cuss me, they can call me transphobe. I do not care. I argue this every day. The problem is, the problem is, when a biological man is attacking women, you're not going to get sympathy just because you're trying to look like a woman or you're trying to act like a woman. If you're a biological male insulting women, I will come for you. I will tell you are wrong.
Facts.
This is the problem. And people are saying, chill out, I'm annoyed about it. I'm really annoyed that biological men keep attacking women on things that do not concern us. You can have an opinion, you can talk to women on it, but insulting them over it is disgusting.
And suddenly when you call people
Evil
out
Queen says you mock evil baby loss.
Who says? Say that again, sorry.
Evil Queen was spamming, you mock baby loss. Like, you're the one
I
doing
mock baby loss.
I don't know who it's claiming it at. Like,
so I've never once not baby loss.
Videos about.
Can I just say something? Someone's just said in the comments, I had like EQ and I was born female. I'm a biological female. So, and according to your logic, anyone that's acting the same way Evil Queen, that they're acting like a man, is that woman acting?
There's obviously nuance.
You know, you can understand what you're speaker. This is okay, Andrew, let me explain something to you.
Hold on, Bob, before you do. Chelsea put in the comments. So
just to ask the question I'm asking is, you're saying that I'm saying I'm doing what I'm doing because it's the male in me. So that means men mock baby loss, and I'm like men then. Men attack women. You said men attack women. So you're saying I'm doing what I'm doing because I've got a man's brain. So me and you are the same, and we mock baby loss.
Oh no, I feel like you're doing what you're doing.
I don't mock baby loss, but let me put it this way. Evil Queen, let me put it this way, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Let me put it this way. Let me say this. I do not mock. I do not. One second. I do not mock baby loss. Yeah. I do not. Hang on. 1 second. This person. That person just asked me a question. Let me answer the question.
One at a time.
So,
Evil Queen asked me a question. Let me answer the question. They says because they mock baby loss, and I says they are
one at a time.
So as I was saying, Evil Queen come up and asked that question directly at me. Yes, correct. They said they mock baby loss, yeah, and I say they got a male brain. That makes us the same. Makes us the same because we are male. Makes us saying that could be a bit. I do not want to swear here, so I'll try not to. Makes us a bit aggressive, a bit. We could be a bit of. I could say the word dick, a bit of a dicky sometimes. That's what we can be. But there's a difference. My moral compass will not allow me to mock baby loss because 1, it's wrong, and 2, why would I mock something? I have I don't know what happens. I understand the biology behind it, but I would never experience it. The problem is with you, Evil Queen, you let your male ego take over and think you're superior to women when you're trying to be a woman. That's the definition of having a male ego, thinking you're better than somebody else. That's the problem. You think you're better than women. What is it? What we say? I look better than most women. Disgusting, man.
How is he doing the same thing if he's never once mocked baby loss, bro? Like, how are you equating those two things?
He just said
Evil Queen, yeah. It's not even about gender, Evil Queen. It's not about gender. It's about being a dark, twisted individual. You need to seek help.
Yeah, it's not about gender, so why does it keep on being made about gender? I'm trying to speak after Papa. What?
The point we're making is males lacking empathy because you are not a woman, coupled with the fact that you have such.
So do you not have empathy?
Character.
Do you lack empathy?
Could you even comprehend what I said?
It's not about.
It's not about her gender, though. It's not. That's not why.
Lacking empathy for something. Lacking empathy for something you cannot understand.
Okay, I got Andrew. Let me ask you this. Simple question.
Lacking empathy for something you cannot understand.
Exactly my point. I was about to say that, speaker. Yeah.
Coupled with the fact that you are a crappy character in general, right, equals this situation, bro. That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Okay, so Andrew, let me ask you this. Yeah? So you're a male, yeah? Andrew, let me ask you a simple question, yeah? You'll understand where we're coming from. Let's just say you got a brother or sister, yeah? I've got a brother or sister. Say we both lost a brother and sister. Can we empathise with each other then? Can we feel empathy towards each other? Because we both experienced the loss. Correct? We can, yes? Doesn't matter if we're male or female. Okay. If you lost a parent, both of us, could we sympathise with each other? Could we understand each other's pain to a similar level? I'm assuming yes. Now, let me ask you this. Switch my gender now to a full-blown female. I lost a child, yes? I lost a child, I miscarriage, whatever you want to say. Could you understand my pain. Let's just say you was the father and I was the mother, yeah? Let's just change it up. I lost a child, you've lost a child. How can we both experience the same kind of pain? How is that possible? You experience the loss of having a child because you're a father, but the woman has a different connection to that child based on the biological fact that she's carrying the child. This is what I'm trying to say. We can only do it to a certain level, and then there's a level where we have to cut off and say, I will try and support you, I'll try and understand, but the truth of the matter is, I cannot understand. I cannot. But to take the mockery of that situation is disgusting.
I'm pretty sure loads of men who have raised their kids without a mother, who have raised their kids with a mother,
he's not understanding the question.
Of pain that the woman has felt. You could both
okay. Let me explain it another way. So when the child is born, when your child is raised, yeah, like my mum lost her son, yeah, which is my brother. I could never experience the same pain she did. I lost my brother, I felt that. I 100% felt it. My mother suffered more. Now, let's say he's
Can we bring it up?
Father was miscarriage, yeah. A father cannot experience that pain because they have not got development with the child. Yes, they love the child that's in the womb. They think that is my daughter, that is my son, whatever you want to say. They will never experience the pain until they've raised the child. This is the difference. A woman has a connection to the child while it is in their womb. This is a scientific fact. You can argue me all day. You're not going to win. I argue with bigger people than you want here. You're not going to win this one.
That's not the issue, is it? What a male or a female is thinking. It's what she has actually done with that video. That's the issue.
Can I just explain why it even came around to like the trans side of this conversation, right?
Not for me.
No, not you. I'm saying they came in the room, right? They started mocking the fact this even happened. Someone else even came up and said it happened to them, and they mocked him and said, crap, whatever, right? Then another trans person came in the room and tried to defend how they were moving, bro. The point we're making is that the reason they're even able to defend the other side of it is because you're lacking empathy from a side of your brain that can never actually empathize or understand what a real woman goes through, bro. I don't understand how anyone spun that on the head and talking like we're being transphobic by saying that, bro. You need to actually comprehend.
You said like 10 minutes ago that it was the male brain, it's fueled by male ego. Well, me and you've got that same part, and I'm sorry, but I have empathy. Whether or not EQ has that, it doesn't matter, but you're saying that she has the same brain as me. I don't think, and I don't do the exact same things as Evil Queen. If it's a men's brain thing, then why aren't all men the same way, if that's what you're saying?
That makes it even worse, Sandra. You have empathy, and she doesn't.
Correct, I do, and I'm a man. And according to them, me and EQ have got the same brain. We're wired the same way. So why am I thinking differently then?
Everyone is taken.
Because are you telling me that you think the same way Evil Queen does? Do you have empathy? Can I ask?
Well, everyone's taking the fact that I said a male brain equals no empathy. If you can comprehend what I'm saying, is that a male brain has a harder time empathizing with something that it can never do, experience, or go through, bro. Use comprehension and understand.
I don't think so. That you don't obviously know what empathy means. Then, like, if you find that men find it hard to empathize,
the reason why the gender keeps bringing up,
I don't think so. Yes,
the reason why the gender keeps getting brought up is because as a biological woman, as a trans woman, if you're trying to transition into a woman, you're trying to act like a woman. If you've no empathy at all, that's not one bit womanly at all. That's why the trans thing keeps being brought up.
Thank you.
But biological women don't have any empathy.
Andrew. Let me say
what's that then?
That is the nuance of it. You can understand some things have nuance, bro. They're not all black and white. That's not what we're saying to you. Like, how are you not able to comprehend this? It's mad. Like, it's honestly crazy.
Andrew, let me answer this then. Yeah, you keep going about the male brain. Yeah, you keep saying that we're all going to act the same. This, that, Evil Queen keeps saying in the comments. Let me say this: me, you, and Speaker are the only males on the panel, correct? Apart from the host, that's here and there. So me, you, and Speaker are the only males on the panel. We can never understand what's going on with a woman's body yet, but this is the difference. All men pretty much think the same. We have differences, we have variations, we have different emotional levels, stuff like that. We've got raised differently, but we all have a kind of natural thought process. Now, a lot of men, when they hear about a woman having issues, it could be miscarriage, it could be anything, most men will turn around and say, okay, I don't understand, but I will try and support you. But our impulses We don't understand it, which we don't. But then there are men out there who've got lack of emotional control, and they go to what's called a defensive mechanism. Hang on, listen. They go to a defensive mechanism, which is the only way they can truly comprehend it is by taking the mick out of it, trying to turn it into a joke. That is the way the male brain works. You can argue and say, no, female brains work like that. Yes, it does sometimes. But on majority of the time, male brains work very similar. We do two things. We either overcompensate with being emotional with our ladies, being very cuddling, very overprotective, or we go the other way, where we start making jokes and stuff like that. It's very hard to get the middle ground. Men who do have the middle ground have got a decent brain on them. Men who go the other way or the other way are different. But the problem is, there's one fundamental... you know what?
Are you going to try and comprehend what's said or just keep talking at him at the same time, bro?
I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with what you're saying. So I'm not going to sit and listen if I don't agree with what you're saying. Would you actually get off if I said I agree? Because I'm not going to say I agree.
Bro, it's the
so what do you want me to do? You're going to keep talking until I say I agree, because I'm not going to. So I'm allowed to interrupt, and I'm apologising for interrupting, but no one's listening to what I'm saying either. It doesn't matter. And one thing, can I ask a different question? Is it correct that what EQ is saying? Was it an abortion over a miscarriage or baby loss? Was it an abortion?
Yeah, it was an abortion.
I was happy because you used that word, but come back again.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you had an AB, and it was mocked, basically.
Can I just make a point here? Can we just state the facts here? Regardless of whether it was a man, a woman, a trans man, a trans woman,
it's wrong either way.
Or anyone, it is wrong. What has happened is completely and utterly wrong. It is disgusting. Whether it have been EQ that said it or whether it be somebody else that said it, the same outrage still needs to stand, regardless of who it was. And whether it be baby loss or the other option, it's still disgusting, because sometimes the other option is out of a woman's control, and the reasons why they've done what they've done is sit heavy on their heart every day. And people need to stop with the whole it's because she's got a male brain or it's because she's got...
Can I clear something up?
Exactly, I agree with you.
Can I clear something up? Can I clear something up, right? This is the reason I keep mentioning comprehension, because you need to comprehend the reason and the reference into what we're saying, and to back the situation, and we're trying to make a point of there's reasoning behind doing that, bro. Because most women, I've not seen a woman come on this panel and back what's been said by those people, bro. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I understand why you're saying
the only reason. That's the only
speakers.
Reason.
There will be, listen to me, speakers. There will be women that do back her.
They will.
Right? And here's the thing. The only thing that I'm going to say to you, speakers, is right. When you have a cause, that you're fighting for, say, I don't know, say it's world hunger. If you then set the world ablaze in order to fix that cause, you're going to come off looking bad. She can be confronted and she can be tackled on what she says without using certain things, because it gives them a get out. It allows them to play tapes saying, this people are transphobic, they're making it about trans. You can attack this woman's empathy levels and whatever without doing the trans thing, because I just feel like people wiggle out of things.
Bro, the only thing I'm saying to that, right, is one, like I've just clarified, it's wrong regardless of who says it. It's not about, this isn't more wrong because they're trans, and I've never said that once.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying as well. That's what I'm agreeing with you on.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I've never said this is more wrong because they're trans, and that's never been. This is why I'm saying comprehend what I'm saying. That's
speakers. Let me just give some information as to why this is happening from you.
I'm replying to Devon quick.
Yeah, I appreciate that, speakers. But you're chatting a lot, and maybe
let him finish.
Thank you, Ali. Listen to the mod. Anyway, also, right, I'm questioning, unless you're directing this to someone else, I'm questioning what part of me referencing the male brain and brain chemistry makes any of this transphobic, bro. When I've just said, right, and I hear what you're saying, but when I've just said this isn't any more wrong just because they're trans. So I don't see any part of this that's been made transphobic, I'll be honest with you.
I feel you.
That she's acting a certain way because of her biological gender is transphobic.
That's not.
She doesn't. That's a simple part of it. She just doesn't identify.
I'll just build on that point from you, Andrew. When it comes to the reason what's going on here is that I've witnessed speakers and Popper in trans debates before, and unfortunately, what I think that they've done is they've used their toxic masculinity to try and center their own agenda against the transgender movement, because I think at the end of the day, you know, you can call out this thing that speakers is that Evil Queen has done without centering your own agenda. You've picked one thing that you might think she's vulnerable on, which is her gender and how she identifies, and you've attacked that because you think that's the one way to get one up and try and justify why she's done it. It doesn't make sense, and I think that in terms of why you do it, you've completely derailed the whole conversation. You've moved everything away from it, and rather than holding Evil Queen to account, you're now going to the point where you're just trying to justify your own transgenderism, your transphobia.
When you're done, I'll respond.
I think the thing is, speakers and Popper as well. You can hear it in your voices. You're getting panicky. You're speaking fast. You're getting aggressive. You're getting angry because you're being called out for what it is. And unfortunately, just because someone's been terrible to another human doesn't mean that you have to attack their gender.
Right.
So,
when you're
yes,
done.
Popper, I am calling you transphobic. Yes, 100%.
What was that transphobic got to have?
But do you think
No.
Do you think calling them transformers?
Popper, let him finish.
Hang on, have I said
hang on,
transformers?
Popper, stop a minute. Just calm down, Popper, yeah? You're getting so angry, it's unnecessary. But speakers, when you're calling people transformers, do you think that's conducive to a healthy conversation?
I did say that.
Right, so why use derogatory language like that? It's pathetic. You're centering your own agenda.
If you want to reference
you're
that,
a toxic male.
If you want to reference that comment, right, and call that transphobic, that's fine. I'm saying the stuff I said in regards to this actual issue, nothing has been transphobic. Also, so let me respond to what you actually said, right? You're saying I've centered it around transphobia towards these people. Ali, if you can clarify in the beginning, I didn't know.
I've been here an hour, mate.
I've
been here an hour. You don't need backup answers. Yeah, take accountability for your own shittiness. Yeah.
Do you want to just talk, or do you want to just listen to yourself talk, bro? Like, do you want to hear other people who actually respond to what you're saying?
Pot kettle, mate. Pot kettle.
Okay, cool. Anyway, Ali, can I respond to that, mate? Yeah, the mod on the channel there. Anyways. Ali's been here from the beginning. She can verify I didn't know anything to do with this at all. I asked her what the video was. I went and saw the video. Ali, in the beginning, can you clarify that I condemned the whole thing that was absolutely nothing to do with trans, and it didn't come up apart from like an hour and a half into this whole conversation? Is that true?
I've been here since the start.
Ali, is that true or is that BS?
Yeah. Well, God, you said you've just been here for an hour. This has been going on from, I'd say, like half one.
Thank you. Use comprehension, bro. You haven't been here since the jump. What are you talking about?
Sorry, hang on. Speakers, I've literally just told you several times that I've been here since the start.
If you have, you'd realize I didn't come into this, learn that they're trans, and then go on about the trans issue.
So the second that it was mentioned, you jumped on the bandwagon because you just wanted to preach your hate, which is what you always do, speakers. You're just not a very nice person.
Ali, how early on did I learn this?
You don't need to go to Ali for a backup dance and take some bloody accountability.
No, I'm verifying facts.
You're being an idiot, speakers.
No, I'm verifying facts. You don't like me, and that's fine, and I'm fine.
Yeah, because you're a homophobic idiot. That's why.
That's fine, bro. This is why you've come on here, because you don't like me. I've got no actual issue with you.
No, I'm here because I'm part of the panel to make a debate and really call you out for centering your own agenda. You're just a transphobic, toxic man.
Yeah,
rather than make it about the trans debate, just talk about the actual topic.
I did in the beginning. Do your research. I did.
Speakers, Devin is right. You're a seat warmer. You're irrelevant.
Can I respond? I was asking. Can I respond? Let me respond to what Galahad said, please.
You lot are so like you don't need therapy, bro. I'll be honest. Like, what is this?
Can I respond quickly? So Galahad, you can use me however you want. You can say I'm transphobic. I really don't care. I will always stick up for women. I'll always keep women's sexual spaces safe. That's what I go for. I never attacked Evil Queen because they're a trans woman. I never did that. What I turned around and said is, if he was here from the beginning, when I turned around and says, women, it's bad when women talk on child loss or abortion or whatever it is. AB, sorry. If you want to drop me, I'll come back up. But the problem is, when a biological male does it, I think it's even worse. That's what I initially stated.
Guys, do you know what's upsetting about this? Yeah, when things like this come to the app and people are rightly upset, the personal thing just derails everything. I came up earlier on and I heard a woman crying and saying how she had to see certain things in the toilet. Yeah, and, there's real life trauma that is banging on, And that's why we're here to have this conversation. And it's like Galahad and speakers, you're doing the personal thing that you do every single day. Just put it to one side. No, I get you, speakers. I'm not even coming for you. I'm
not mentioning his name, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, the whole time that
you can do the personal thing.
Comments saying cry more, keep crying.
You do the personal thing every single day. Like for one time, just come together and move as one.
Do you think I'm going to come together with a transphobic homophobe? Are you mad?
This guy don't like me.
Hang on, speakers. Let me talk to Devon. Devon, are you mad?
Don't like me, and it's a known thing, bro. That's what it is.
Because why is that? Go on, tell everyone why. What have you done in the past?
Why are you so amped up?
I'm not amped up at all. I'm just calling you out for what you are.
I don't know you from Adam, bro. What are you
Galahad, can we not just look at the bigger picture as a collective? Like for this one issue, and everybody's here saying they stand for what's right for women, but all I'm hearing is you're arguing amongst each other. Why can't you just come together for one issue and go, do you know what, this is not acceptable, it's not okay, and what people are saying about a blackout does need to stand, and people, we just need to stop fighting each other for once.
So we need to. So the reason why I came up to call out what these two men were doing was because they were making this a trans debate when it's literally about.
So are you by censoring it?
No, but no, I'm not censoring it. I've come to call it out, and if you can't see that, that's a you issue, not a me issue.
No,
at the end of the day, this topic is about the video that EQ put out against Elusive Angie. That's what should be focused on. So the reason why I've come up is because these two, as I said, have attacked a weakness or a vulnerability in an individual because they think it's what makes them win. And it's
okay, so let me respond, yeah, because I've got
to talk about something else rather than going on these absolute rants as to why you're.
No. With all due respect, Galahad,
talk about the video to Elusive Angie, which was grossly inappropriate, graphic, and insulting, not nice. And now you're going to try and come back and
like that. 1 minute. When you're all talking over each other like that, it just sounds like yelling in the comments.
Let me clarify just one thing, right? You're telling me I'm coming to my backup dancer for asking Ali something. I asked Ali to clarify, yeah, and call me out whether I'm lying or not. Whether the issue was centered around this person doing this for the first hour or however long that lasted, bro. Ali can clarify that.
We talked about what you turned it into. They are simple.
I didn't turn it into anything. Do you know that?
It was actually me. You know what? I was speaking. It was actually me that it was me that started because I come on the panel. I turn and says, I come on the panel to agree that it was disgusting talking about that, and I turn and says, I will not police people's language. This is at you, Galahad. I will not police people's language. You speak, say what you want, but if you're going to call somebody out for a bad behaviour and then you're saying she all the time, which I did state, I says, to me, it's giving them power because you're empowering them on something that they shouldn't be empowered on. Yes, it was me that said that. Yes, it was me that started it. I didn't do it as a transphobic attack. I did it because there was women. Hang on, let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah,
no,
if you let me finish. If you let me finish.
Empowering what shouldn't be.
Oh my God! If you let me finish.
Gender be empowered.
If you let me finish, you'll understand what I mean.
Point. You are doing it again. There is women out there every day going through this trauma. There is women out there right now living this trauma. Can we make it about the trauma that's been spoken about in the video and give the woman the rights to stand up and say, no, we are not taking this no more. It is not okay. No matter who you are, we're going to stick together and we're going to do something about it for once.
That's exactly how it went for a couple of hours at least. And then it just went
Trey, can I make a suggestion?
Going off trans for so long.
Can I make a suggestion? Was that Kimmy who spoke then? Because her box isn't lighting up for me.
Yes, I'm going to be so real. Can I make a suggestion to the mods? Like, I'm going to be honest, yeah? Even as a man myself, I feel like the man them are fumbling this. And I slightly think that it should be women up here speaking on this. Because I don't think that it's going to go down the trans route if there are women on here speaking. I'm just being honest.
Probably right, to be fair.
I'll drop here and let all the women speak, yeah, because it is a woman's issue, yeah. It is a woman's issue. I will say
the man's perspective too, isn't it?
No, I'll let the women come up, yeah, which is fair enough, because it is a woman's issue.
That's the thing.
What I'm trying to say, if there is, then Trey, yeah, I'll drop for them. I have no issue with that. What I'm trying to say, it is a woman's issue, and I will support the women. The only reason I'm up here, yeah, and I will say this, and I don't care what Galahad says or whatever, don't police my words. I will defend the women against biological men. That's what I will do. If the women want to come up and argue amongst each other, carry on. Argue amongst each other. I'm not getting involved. When a biological man comes up and says, I stick up for evil queen. No, let me finish, Andrea. Then I'll drop and I'll let you yapper on. But when a man comes up and starts sticking up for evil queen, I'm going to stick up for the women. That's what I'm going to do. If that's what everyone wants, I'll do that. I don't care. This is a woman's issue. Women need to stand together and say this is unacceptable. Okay, me and Speaker went a bit off topic. I agree.
Because you thought the women weren't capable of doing it on the
No, this is the problem.
I'm sorry, but Andrew's analysed this correctly, Popper.
What? I don't think women can still for yes, I do. But when men come up and start women, I will defend them.
So worked up. You're saying don't police my words.
That you already admitted.
Yeah, because you're trying to police what I can and cannot talk about.
No, I'm not trying to police your words.
You can't understand anything because everyone's speaking at the same time. No one can understand anything.
Papa, you're saying people are policing what you're speaking about, but what you spoke about when you came in was not what the topic was anyway. You just admitted like 5 minutes ago that it was you that said the stuff about the trans stuff. It was you that done that.
Yeah,
that's why I came up in the first place to ask why
I
that
never
was being
denied it.
brought up. That's
but this is my point I'm trying to say. The reason I came up here, and I'm going to say it one last time, and I will drop and let anyone.
Because you want to protect women, but they don't need your protection.
I didn't say I want to protect women. I turned and said I will protect women from men.
You just did.
See, Andrew, this is your problem. Yeah, this is your problem. You're saying women, you're bigging up women, which is a good thing. I agree with that. Women can stick up for themselves. But when men get involved, my moral compass tells me I need to help them against men. I'm sorry, but if you don't agree with that, then go jog on. You're 18. You don't understand life.
Like you said, that it's against.
Go jog on. You don't understand that men need women need protecting from men by men. Women can stick up for themselves, yes. Women are capable of doing it. But when men challenge women, it's up to the men to challenge the goddamn men. If you say, no, that's wrong, then guess what? Go in your snowflake little world and agree with that way. All I'm trying to say is women can argue with each other, women can discuss with each other, women can stick up for themselves. When men come on the panel and say, no, I'm going to stick up.
You're now just victimising yourself, Popper.
This is why I came up in the first place.
Listen how angry you're getting.
It was being.
Yeah, I get frustrated because women are always targeted.
This isn't about whether men or women, etc., etc. This is about a derogatory video that was sent disgustingly, that was posted on this excuse of a person's page. The fact that you centered gender and transgenderism around it is on you, and it's because you wanted to center your own agenda.
I've got no agenda. My agenda is simple.
You just said you did.
You literally just admitted that you were the one that
you just told us what
I'm the one that Terena says. I didn't send to myself. Terena says it.
I come in for biological women. That's your.
You're being called out for it. You're being called out for it, and you don't like it.
Right, so
it doesn't matter what I like or dislike.
Dish it out, my love.
Right, the fact
one at a time
is that you are still continue to argue about the things that you were arguing about 5 minutes ago. Can we not just stop that? And even men can sympathise with what women go through on a daily basis. Let's focus on that. I'm sure there's men in this room that are fathers that have had to support their missuses going through these traumas and have had to live with their missuses, and they can talk from that perspective. And I just don't understand why you are still arguing about the same things you were arguing about 5 minutes ago.
Crazy.
I came up was just to ask why what you've just said. Like that's why I came up, and then Papa said it was him that brought the transgender stuff, and I asked why. That's all I came up for, was just to ask.
Well, let's just move on from it then. Let's just get to the topic. What this person said doesn't matter if you're male or female is wrong. Let's carry on with the topic then. End of.
I have a reason. Brett's just jumped on. You might as well just have a fresh take from him.
Hi, Brett.
Respectfully to the mods.
Can I stop saying drop it, Andrew? I didn't bring it up.
Andrew, can you just shut up a minute, please?
Yes, I can, but people are telling me
you
to drop
it. You can speak again in a minute, mate.
I didn't bring up anything anyway.
Just ignore the
Let's
comments,
hear from Brett first, and then everyone can just talk, but obviously one at a time. Carry on, Brett, mate.
Hello. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, you sound.
Mate. So I can't
we can hear you. I
can't see the green box thing, so I don't know if I'm being heard or not. Yeah, just to go off it, I just think, this person should be cancelled because my partner went through it. It's traumatic, not just for her, but for me as well. I feel like just because you think you're a woman when you're actually not, that to do something like this is acceptable.
It's been made about trans stuff again.
No, sorry, I'm not speaking to you, fake lawyer. You can just mute. The fact is, anybody that's trying to defend somebody that's doing stuff like this, they should be cancelled as well. The fact is, a lot of women go through this. It doesn't matter who, but a lot of women go through this, and it's not acceptable to be doing videos and stuff like that and putting it on a TikTok. Do you get what I mean?
Well said, Brett. Well said.
I just feel like people that are doing this for greed, for money, to try and get views. And then when they're caught in the act, they don't like it. And being caught in the act, they have to come up and try and use gender and other stuff. And, you know, at the end of the day, you're just as sick as any other type of person, that being a ped or, you know, for murder. At the end of the day, you think that this video is funny when actually it isn't, because you've not experienced something, how traumatizing it may be, and you're sitting there trying to defend yourself or trying to defend a person like this. It's just despicable to me. You shouldn't even be on any sort of social media at all. You're not safe to be in an environment of people, even in public, doing stuff like this, right? There's a lot of people that go through this and can't even talk and can't even confide in people. There's single mothers going through it. Like, it's not just by choice that they go and do this. Things happen. Do you know what I mean? And then, you know, for like SMEX offences, stuff like that, do you know what I mean? People, you know, have to do it at the end of the day. So you're sitting up here, Andrew, defending somebody about that just because of a certain gender, which isn't a gender. There's only two genders, if you didn't know. Shouldn't be sitting there doing stuff like that. At the end of the day, these women go through this on a daily basis. On a daily basis, when we go through this.
What did I say that was defending EQ?
You said it earlier.
Said what?
You said earlier.
Said what?
You were sitting there trying to defend her, and then you were talking about because of the gender. Like you go.
No, I brought up the gender and I asked why.
You brought up a gender earlier. Don't backtrack yourself. A lot of people heard it.
Papa, can you tell him here that it was you that asked?
1.7k people in this chat at that time, and know that you was defending them, and then you're bringing up about a gender, and then you was going.
I didn't bring up the gender. I asked why the gender.
No, I don't think you've been here long enough, Brett. He wasn't defending EQ at all. It was just basically questioning the whole why is it gone to trans type thing, you know?
That's literally why I came up, was just to ask why.
My mistake, that's what it
Maybe you've just come in, Brett, you know.
So let's just take it away from gender, because that was the initial argument. Let's take it away from gender. Let's keep it on topic, because that situation is done and dusted now. We're not doing that now. We're moving along. We can all have a civil conversation. Agree to disagree. That's done now.
I just wanted to tap into that for that moment.
As well as that video that, you know, they're mocking the AB, Brett. She's also mocked somebody with Big C as well. Can you believe it?
If you actually go on to the FYP and scroll back on EQ, you will see that this is one in many lands of what she's done. The things she said about children with disabilities, the things she said about people with the big C, the things she's gone in on every single community out there. It's reoccurring with her. It's about time people come together now, whether no matter what race, religion, sex, creed, anything you are, come together now, take a stand. People are out there putting an email address into their I don't know what you call them, the things at the top where you can vote, that you can actually send the video to and express to them how it's offended you. And this is an email address that is actually monitored by people. It's not just AI that monitor it, it's monitored by people. I would suggest everybody go and do that. Unfollow her, don't give her the traction anymore, don't watch her, just have a complete blackout on her, because somebody like us does not deserve to be on social media where we have got our children from 13 plus watching people like that. It's disgusting. It just baffles me. I'm going to drop. I hope
someone was saying before as well that one of her mods was 14 or something.
Apparently at one point she did have a 14-year-old mod, yeah. I hope everyone's okay, and I'm sorry for getting a bit passionate earlier asking for a subject to be changed, and I genuinely...
No, you're right, Kimma.
No, you're right.
I agree with what you said.
Well said. See you later. We appreciate it.
See you later, Kimma.
Yeah, so it's legal@tiktok.com for anyone that wants to send the video and express their disgust.
I think I'm going to drop as well, by the way.
Okay.
Look.
I might come back later, I don't know. But yeah, thanks, guys. Bye.
Right.
If you want to swap it out of all women on the panel or something, let me know and I'll drop as well. I'll be honest as well, I said this earlier, but I think it's hard to not talk about it.
Yeah, can I just clear one thing up before we carry on speak up? For anyone asking, I am not Alex. I am not Alex, by the way. Just to let everyone know. I don't even know who Alex is, but I'm not Alex.
Sorry, I forgot to say one thing. Whoever keeps gifting speakers for cooking lessons, stop. Thank you.
Wait, wait, I didn't even clock. Big up Jamila, man. Big up Jamila.
I just wanted to jump up. Hi, guys. I'm a bit angry, so I'm going to try and keep it. But I wanted to say, I think it's triggering to the people that have had, even if it's AB or an M, women still go through the same thing, the same cramps, the same pain, the same thing comes out of you. Like, unless you've actually experienced that, you can't say anything. And I think it's triggered a lot of people. And I think that's the only bit. That all the rest of it was bang out of order. But that's the most triggering part, and I don't understand unless you've actually been through it.
I mean, anyone scrolling and seeing that, they're not to know the ins and outs if you don't know who this evil queen is. They're not to know it's about some AB, but even that's traumatic.
Exactly.
People can take it as an AB or just a general loss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think it's that's just ridiculous. I just wanted Oh, sorry, I can feel the rage inside me. So I just wanted to jump up and say that. Now it's a lot quieter. So, yes, much love.
Can I just say, people are saying, no, when Angie said this, if I'm being brutally honest, I don't know who Angie is. I've never heard anything about Angie until today on this live. But I know Evil Queen rather well. I've seen lots of videos of Evil Queen. So I can only go on what I physically know. I don't know who Angie is, but if Angie said bad stuff, I'll say the same to her as well.
But did you actually watch the video this morning?
Sorry?
Did you watch the video this morning?
Of Angie?
The video that was video that was posted from Evil Queen?
I haven't seen that particular video, but I've heard what's been said and stuff like that. I've been trying to find it, but every time I type it in, it's not showing up. I did ask for the link, but nobody sent it.
It probably is, but you're not seeing it because it doesn't look like it.
I sent you I added you earlier with the username. I don't know if you saw that.
He was going so fast earlier on, bro. I probably don't see it. I'm being brutally honest.
Yeah, I know.
But like I said, if Angie's done the same things, then they're both as bad as each other. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
what I'm trying to say though, Ali, is
it was
someone
Angie
who says it does it. It's bad. It's bad.
It was Angie that was having that at the AB, sorry, and then Evil Queen mocked it from there.
But again, I guess it's Angie's story, and I mean, as much as I'm proper against that, in her situation, she was completely alone, and she felt that. That's what she said. That came from her mouth. I'm not going to speak on Angie because she's there and she's speaking on it herself. But she did explain this morning a bit.
Yeah.
I just think posting videos about like you stated AB and loss and stuff like that. Why would you want to do that for? Why would you want to rip into somebody over that? Doesn't matter if you're the worst enemy. Like, you don't do that. I mean, I can get angry with a lot of people on this app. I can get angry with anyone on this app, literally anybody. But I would never, ever do that. Like, insult somebody's loss if they lost a fan member or lost a child or an AB or whatever it is. You just don't do that. That's beyond human. That's devil territory, in my opinion.
You're just being controversial as F, really. Like, she's mocked the big C, she's mocked AB, she's mocked disability. She's literally hitting every single demographic that's going to be hitting somebody personally,
It's rage bait, innit? And unfortunately,
it is exactly that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, even though it's good to talk on things as well, so I'm not saying this is wrong, but unfortunately, we're giving them what they want as well. Do you know what I mean? Because we're obviously making it like a hot topic, and it's just like it's just a tricky one, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Guys, 1 second. Delusive, I'm assuming you're one of Angie's cult members, as she calls them.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to have your say?
I've only come across this a couple of hours ago. I wasn't here all day when it happened, but I've seen the video. It's absolutely sick. When it comes to what the video is about, when people make that choice for all different reasons, people just, a lot of people think it's because I don't want this baby. That's not always the case. It's
medical reasons too.
There's a lot of reasons, sad reasons, trauma reasons, and it's not an easy decision to make for everyone. Angie shared their story, and it wasn't something that it's something that it's grief that she's dealt with now since it's happened. It's regrets. You know, it happened for reasons, and she's not explained it, but she's told their story before. EQ, she's vile. She's a vile creature. At the end of the day, she wasn't complaining about Angie when Angie, over the grooming stuff, was backing her. Because the thing about Angie is, Angie has said a lot of things wrong, as we all do. None of us are angels, none of us are perfect, and she does say some crazy stuff, but she never uses kids. She won't go in on kids. And if anything does happen, Angie likes receipts. She'll never run with anything on this app without receipts. So if you were to accuse me of anything even bad, she wouldn't run with that like the rest of them do. They all gather together and run with it. She's a wronging. She'll want receipts to prove that I am that bad person. And even when if they all ever did run together, she's not a follower. She doesn't run with them. She wants receipts, and she goes by her own guts and her own feelings. And that's what makes her so different. That's why I follow her, and that's why I've got respect for Angie.
I'll never have respect for Angie. For the simple fact is she's been racist and said mad stuff in the past.
Yeah, I said some mad stuff. I'm not going to deny that. And if you don't support it, we all like different people. We all choose to like different people for different reasons. I respect that. But I would never say a bad word against her. I don't know where she mocked baby loss. I've never seen that. Someone keeps saying it in the comments. I've never seen her mock that. I've never seen her mock children.
There's apparently an AI video of a doll in a toilet and jam on the bed and
that's what EQ done to Angie today, but Angie hasn't done that. Someone keeps saying in the comments.
No, I don't think she's made any, Asha.
No, Angie would never do nothing like that. Angie doesn't agree with these videos. Angie doesn't agree with doxing. There's a lot she doesn't agree with. And I get why some people mightn't like and follow her, but I do, because for my reasons. But it's sick what EQ, I always think can she really go any lower, and she always manages to go lower.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
And I've heard as well today, I don't know whether it's true, that she said she's going to go for Miss Red, their granddaughter next.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Sick. You don't go for people and any kind of loss, whether it's a baby loss or your mum, your dad, any loss. A loss is a loss. But then,
is it the same as what I've heard about? She's going to do an AI video of a kid being pinned. Is it that one?
I'm not sure. I just heard that it was about Miss Red and Tilly.
I don't know the full context of what the new video is going to be, but just that it's going to be the same as this same sort of thing as the one this morning.
It's just twisted, man.
I just don't understand what would make a person like that. I really can't get into my head what would make her like that. When this whole app was running against her, Angie didn't believe that she was a groomer by her own things that she'd looked at. And Angie takes things, she gets something, and then she picks it apart. And she's really good at solving things. She really believed that she wasn't one. Well, is she one? I don't know. I'm not going to comment on it because I don't know. But Angie stood by her, and this is what she shouldn't have done this against anyone. Don't get me wrong about anyone. It's sick. She's not just affected Angie, but she's going to affect a lot of men and women out there. But to have done that to her, and then she says Angie didn't stand by me, yet she did. It's all right, you jumping in Angie's boxes crying, and Angie was like there for you then, but she's just got.
I mean, as well as Angie being racist, she also mocked Stevie.
See,
from what I've heard, she went through it. That's part of the.
Yeah, she did. Angie has been through DV, and Angie does not like women. Angie can't stand a man going for a woman in any kind of way, shape, or form, because of what she's been through. Now, I have got my own views on that. I think women can be just in this day and age. Women can be just as strong, just as vile, just as manipulative as men in this day and age. So I think that if you were to go for a man, he should be able to defend himself, right? And I haven't been through what ladies have been through, DV, and what Angie's been through, so I get why they think of it differently. So again, I would never be one to judge on that, but I've never seen Angie mock DV. Personally, I haven't. I've seen her go in on people that have gone in on air, but I've never seen her mock it.
Maybe it was just a clapback that she did and mocked DV in that way.
Right, late night, she didn't mock cancer. She's got health anxiety.
You have to
She's
say
very
big C. You have to.
I'm sorry. Have I said the wrong word?
Yeah, I'll invite you back up.
Okay, sorry.
Yo, Jamila's saying, can you do a recap for anyone who knew this?
Oh, bring her back up here.
Just come back up now. So just to recap, EQ put out a video this morning of an AI depiction of Angie going through her EB and domestic V, and it's just horrible.
Yeah, go on. What was you saying, Deleted?
Sorry, what word did I use wrong there? Not that good. I'm still learning on words and that.
Can I ask you, how new are you to Angie's cult?
I'm gone, I'm just trying to work it out. I'd say it was the end of 23. I come across, well, I joined the app and come across Angie not long after.
And you've never heard her say all of what's being said in the comments?
I've never heard her mock the big C, if that's ever, but she's got health anxiety, but she generally believes she's had it. She's one of them. She goes onto Google, she types in, and then she generally believes she's got it. Now, I am a sufferer of health anxiety. I drove my doctors mad because I would be there on a weekly basis convinced that I had all these health issues, and it was generally convincing. I'd made myself poorly with it. Health anxiety is real and it's deep and it's horrible to live with.
But she still took the mick out of it.
Exactly. Anxiety or not, she still mocked it.
But I generally haven't seen that ever.
The way that I look at it, right, is in all this situation, Angie's disgusting and so is EQ. Regardless of what anyone says, they're both as bad as each other. But today, with what Evil Queen has put up, has then now not just made a mockery of Angie, it's then hurt a load of other women along the way with it. So that's the main thing. Trace, thank you.
Well, I've generally never heard her mock the big C, and that's the truth. I've seen where she's convinced that she's poorly, but that is part of her health anxiety, which is a real diagnosis. It's a real thing to live with.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can make out you're unwell.
She doesn't make out. It's not about you making out. It's about you believing it. I've been there. You generally believe that you've got it. I would be at my doctor's. I drove them mental. I'm on the other side to it now because I've got.
You're driving me mental at this point.
Well, that's
never mind
fine.
the doctors.
That's fine to drive you mental. Like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Because unless you've had health anxiety, you'll never understand it. You believe that you have these things. It's not nice to live with.
Well, if she's that delusional, then she shouldn't honestly be on that app.
Maybe she shouldn't, maybe she should. I really can't answer that one. But mental health is real, isn't it? I believe everyone suffers with mental health. I do believe.